Hmm. We're gonna start Genshin soon, but I saw a video and I want to watch it because I woke up to bad news today for America. Not for me personally, but it still sucks, you know. Um, so I thought it's gonna be a bit of a slow start. So let's watch just briefly. Zhongli pulling for Skirk and trying to get Tartalia's help. Apparently, it backfires. So not. Also, I should eat my vitamin. You know, I think I got so used to the grape one. I think I kind of like that flavor more. Hi, Redstream. Redstream, were you the one who asked last time about the answer to the equation? Because I did I know I got distracted last time, but I do know the answer now. So if you want to throw your answer again, I do think it was wrong though. I think your answer was wrong. But I don't remember for sure because I don't remember exactly what your answer was. I got distracted last time, so I didn't like, and also my pen wasn't anywhere near me, so I didn't actually do it. But I finally like was like I should have the answer ready because I feel bad that like it's never available when people come by and are like, "Hey, did I get the answer right?" Because I'm like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm useless. Let me just turn off the game from my phone. I turned it on my phone so that we could just in case there was any mail from birthdays. But I think Kujo Sada's is the next birthday, and her MV's. Oh God, MV story stuff is shit happens. But anyway, when Beckett's here, I want to tell about like the latest like BL that I read that finished. And also another one that I was reading yesterday who is just like getting really good. And honestly, it's just kind of like, okay, thank God we're getting past your fucking issues, you know? Like, you know you were gonna be wrong and you were wrong, but you don't remember if anyone answered it. Okay, okay. Did you figure out the answer? Um, yeah, yeah. It's okay. I mean, like that's the thing. I don't really think like anybody is really going out of their way to remember like middle school math. So if you like get it wrong, I think it's great that you still tried, you know? And even I have to still like work it out, you know? So I do need to personally know it only because I want to teach it to Kathy. But I'm like, I know not everyone else is like constantly thinking about it. But I do actually because I'm crazy. Oh, you didn't know how to do it? Yeah, yeah, and that's fine. Like, so if you want to walk through it, just so like I'll just explain it briefly if you want to try it again and see if you can get it. So first, because of the parentheses, you have to multiply what's in the parentheses with the 3, right? You're going to get two kind of numbers, and then you can, you know, group the x variables together and the non-x variables together. And then I think from there, as you move between the equal sign, you'll be able to figure out the answer. So as long as I think you remember to do uh distribute that 3 by multiplying it with what's inside the parentheses first, everything else should be a little bit easier. So while we start this early stream, let's watch Zhongli Zhongli's voice actor pulling for Skirk, trying to get Tartalia's help, Tartalia's VA, and apparently it backfiring. Beck. Oh, sorry. And then I will tell Beck about the B. Oh my gosh. You know what else I found today? I don't know if I found it today or yesterday. I think I found it yesterday. I don't think I actually looked at any of my BL sites today. The same person who did the box BL, the delivery BL, um, did another like BL that is I think a little bit longer, and it's in black and white. But it caught my attention because as I was like browsing through it and just like kind of looked at it like briefly, I was like, these characters look exactly the same as the characters in the box BL. And turns out the story is not the same. It's not like an extended version of that or anything. I think they were just like, this was their first story or something, and then they got a chance to do like another one. But their character designs are exactly the same. They just drew I also recognize the names weren't the same, but they literally drew the same characters and put them in a different situation. They the character designs look exactly the same. Yes, boys and boxes on this Amazon Prime Day. Is it Amazon Prime Day? Your brain is not working and you played Wuwa. Oh yes, totally fine. Not saying you have to do it. I just wanted to give a bit of advice in case it might help sort things out a little bit easier for you. Or make things a little easier for you. That's too loud for me, sorry. When you only learned how to draw two faces and bodies. The bodies are the same too. They have very distinctive like bodies, right? I can tell that they like the one who gets it to be buffer than the one who gives it. And yeah, you can tell in the body design as well, so. That's how he's doing this? He's like, let's just freeze Tartaglia and then pull for Skirk. That's crazy. This is a very cute ritual. I would not have thought of that. Holy shit. It worked. First draw for oneself, then for others. Exactly. Sacrificial child. Oh, it didn't work yet. Okay. It was just. Oh, he has a C6 Zhongli. I was like, how is he healing? And then I realized, oh. Like, of course, he's Zhongli's VA. He has C6 Zhongli. Oh! Wow, Dahlia. I accidentally skipped Dahlia's thing because I was just trying to get Skirk. So I missed his intro voice lines. Wow, Dahlia is, wow. He's what's the word? He's very sassy. Sassy. I was like, saucy? Is that the right word? I don't speak English right now. Finon's English VA also got his E6. Of course he did. Of course. I'm getting closer. I did a bunch of my like endgame yesterday, like just on auto as I was like getting ready for bed. And I got like a bunch of jades, so I did another 10 pull. Like I did a 10 pull during stream, and then I did another 10 pull after stream with the new jades. And I'm getting closer to the next 5-star, but I just don't think I'm gonna get Finon because I just don't think my luck's gonna be that good. Like to win the next 50-50, you know? At AX, they had Finon and My Day perform. That's amazing. Finon's English VA's parents were there and watching the whole. Oh my god. Oh my god. There was no heterosexual explanation for that scene. He has a cursed account, doesn't he? His mom replied, "I've heard worse." Oh, interesting. He said to Finon's mom, "Guess that's not what you were expecting to hear, huh?" Oh my gosh. Perhaps she's heard his has he done BL work? So you know how, like, okay, so in Japan and Korea, they do voice acting like a theater production. They don't have, like, in America, in the West, they're all about cutting costs and stuff. So they'll do voice acting like you come in, you record all of your lines. The next person comes in, they record all of their lines, and then each voice actor spends less time at the studio. They pay them, like, they don't have to pay as much. The person who comes after has to kind of match the performances that come before, because they'll have the audio for that, but they don't have the audio for, you know, in the reverse. So it's still, like, I think it can still lead to good results. We've listened to English voice dubbing and it's fine. But in Japan and Korea, they do it like a different way, where everybody who should be there for the scene is there for the scene. And I think about BL and just erotic audio dramas and stuff in general. And I just think about how that must be recorded. And it cracks me up. Imagine voicing BL in your closet, just moaning hardcore. Well, hopefully he's not. Hopefully he's got a studio now. Oh, this is an ad. Surely that's got to be recorded separately. Please, please. I don't know. It's not. Oh, sorry. Not I don't know. I was going to say I don't know. And then the last no was actually just an N-O no. Because I know this, and I know this. Because it's not specifically the spicy scenes that are shown. But I assume if, like, the rest of it is done the regular way, the spicy scenes are done the regular way, because I have seen behind the scenes footage for like BL audio drama productions, obviously, because I pay attention to that shit. And yeah, they're in the same room. The Japanese VA voice is so nice you didn't even notice the ad. Yeah, he's doing a great job. Finan VA did a great job. Incredible emotion. Yeah, I'm glad that he seems to be pretty good. Do you think they avoid eye contact? Well, I think they're talking into microphones, so possibly, yeah. I mean, I don't think any VAs are making a lot of eye contact, just because you still have to be like, yeah. You gotta go work. Oh, okay. I'll wait for you to come back around eventually again at some point to tell you about the BL. I didn't know you were leaving so soon. I would have just talked about it earlier then. Or maybe it wouldn't have been enough time. There's like a lot. Okay, I'm getting bored of this ad. But yeah, no, the BL turned out crazy, wilder than even I expected. Did it!
俺が払うよ。やった来た。70円で、おっとしかもダリアも一緒に。やばい、これはついてる。70円で、おっとダリア。
Oh.
やばい、ダリア結構とつれそうだな。70円でスカークと、お、これは運金。
Oh wow.
久しぶりの運金先生。
That's a stacked pull.
70円でスカークとダリア2人と運金。勝ったぜ。よーし、ありがとうタルタリア。やはり最初から黄金屋で決めるべきだったか。待て待て、せっかくだからもうこの指定対決をしたい。師匠のレベルを上げよう。素材は揃っているはずだ。いや、微妙に足りねえかもしんねえな。
この程度の進歩はさまつなものだ。
かっこいい。やっぱなんか他のキャラとはちょっと違う気がする。あ、やべ、足りねえ。合成屋に行けば間違いなくあるんだけど、合成代ポケット合成代をくれ。まあいいや、とりあえず70まででいい。生物と武器ももう裸の状態で。さあ、タルタリア対スカーク、生き残るのはどちらか。油断したか。モーションがかっこいいな。かっこいい。なんか
Oh, look at that baby damage.
僕ないね、なんかモーションがいい意味で。
Oh my god, her damage is so
こ
tiny.
れまでこういうキャラいなかったから、なんかこれからの展開をすごい期待させてくれるモーションしてる。なんかこういうなんてこと言うんだ、時空剣技みたいな技ってやっぱ本当の強者しか使えないイメージ。これ専用ゼリフないの？師匠みたいなやつ。師匠やるじゃないか。思ったよりクジラのダメージが大きかった。しかし師匠は目玉焼きで蘇る。撃ってくるがいい、我が弟子よ、みたいなことは言わないだろうな。なんだそのポーズは。おい、師匠にそんなポーズ取ったら大変だぞ。迫り来る師匠だよ。怒ってしまったよ。走り込む先生だよ。さあ、この流れで新中府家行くか。なんか行けそうな気がするな、この流れ。
Oh, he's still going.
いや、どうだ。まあでも息災だから普通に欲しいしな、もし相方が来ても。よし、師匠でタルの水元素を浴びればいけんじゃね。新中府家10連目来い。サイフォスかこれ。こういい武器だよ。さあ20連目。
Oh, I need more Cypher swords. I really want a R5 refinement
たまには新中府家10連20連で光ったりしないのか。よし、変えるか。
for my Kaza. Okay, well he got Skirk, so I'm bored. All right, let's just. He got Skirk, so I'm done. I'm done watching that. Oh my god, my stomach hurts all of a sudden. I think it was that bagel. I think that was too much food for breakfast. Regrets. Oh yeah, I haven't watched the trailer for the Tears of Themis card. I'll watch that eventually though. It's like 8 minutes each video. I'm too lazy. There's sound. I did use up a bunch of my resin yesterday, which is good. So we're fine. Shall we just start the quest then? Probably should. I shouldn't spend too long lollygagging. Let's get my team out. This is still probably the best team for her. Back here on call. Oh, I see. Okay, then let me do the BL stuff now, because I'm here. Okay, so. All right. So the premise of the delivery BL is one day this guy finds himself kidnapped and put in a box and then delivered to a guy that he doesn't know who, yeah, does awful things to him. No. I'll do the story first. And then, a lot of, abuse happens. And, slowly throughout this, you learn about the guy's, like the box guy's backstory. And he comes from a household that is very like strict. His dad has a lot of like expectations of him. He gets into Y University and his dad is upset that it is an S University. I'm pretty sure the Y stands for Yonsei and the S stands for Seoul, which is, yeah, two of the biggest universities in Korea. And, his dad is also occasionally like physically abusive. So, and then but on the outside, he looks like he leads a perfect life, right? And that's actually the reason that he is in this situation is because this guy who has, ordered his kidnapping and delivery is extremely jealous of him. And he has a very different kind of life where he's studied really hard and gotten into this, like the same university. They go to the same university. But he doesn't have any like love or affection at home. His parents are divorced. His mom resents him because his father left her. So there's just he doesn't have like as hard as he works, he doesn't gain any acknowledgement or whatever, right? This is great so far. Yeah, it's awful. Yeah, he's primed for something. Yeah. Yeah, kind of, yeah. So I should have like expected it. Sounds like Yale BS. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. It's like he got into Yale but not Harvard. And then his like the guy who was delivered, he basically, defaults to what he's always done to survive, where it's like he thinks that, well, as long as I do my best to be obedient, he won't hit me as much and things like that, right? But the other guy's mood and attitude and everything is really kind of unpredictable. So sometimes it doesn't matter how hard he tries, like he'll still get, hit and stuff. And because when he fought back at the beginning, it didn't really work. And then like slowly over this, he realizes that he kind of like he doesn't want to admit it, but he does kind of enjoy the pain, And then after one like fateful, like physical encounter, I guess, they fall asleep together in the same bed. And he wakes up and the other guy had pulled a knife on him. So he uses the knife to set himself free and then he runs away, right? So he runs away. And this is where things get real interesting. He runs away and he is like, I should call my like dad because dad is probably worried about me. He hasn't heard about me or heard from me for like 3 weeks, right? So he calls his dad and it's like the middle of the night. So his dad is like, why are you calling me so fucking late at night? Everyone's sleeping. And he realizes in the 3 weeks he's been gone, his dad did not even notice. And obviously he feels awful. Yeah. So he just kind of like sits down and lets that like sink in. And the phone he had used to call his dad is the phone that he took from the other guy, right? So he looks through it. He starts looking through it. And we switch back to the other guy who wakes up. And he wakes up and he realizes that, his captive is gone. And he's like, well, shit. And he laughs because he's like, it's time to end it now. It's over. Like, this whole adventure, this whole escapade that he'd set up is like finally finished, right? So he goes into the living room, and to his surprise, his captive is there on the couch sleeping and not run away. He finds a wiki page called Kidnapping for Dummies. Not quite there yet. But yeah, you're a little bit ahead of me. So then he's like, "What the fuck? Why are you here? Why didn't you run away?" Like a sane person. Not realizing he's not dealing with a sane person. Because the guy is like, the captive is like, I looked through your phone. I didn't mean to exactly, but I had it. And I saw like on your SNS, like things that you were posting, and it helped me understand you better. And he's like, I think we're a lot alike. And he realizes they've met before. So he does know him. He knows his name. But he hadn't like remembered him because they had met before at university. And he's like, were you upset at me for not remembering you? I'm sorry. And I was like, oh my God. And then the other guy is bewildered, right? Because he's like, what the heck is going on? And the captive guy is like, we both want the same thing. We just want to be loved. So let's love each other. And I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. I desperately need therapy, but failing that, I'm down with Stockholm Syndrome. Honestly, yes. That awkward moment when you and your kidnapper turn out to share the same ALD favorites. Exactly. So yeah, like we have the same kinks. So then he, like the other guy is like really freaked out. He's like, what the hell is going on? And the captive, approaches him and starts to do things with him, basically. And is just like, I know, like it turns out maybe I do enjoy this, and in his shock, he's like knocked down, and the captive, sits on him and stuff and does stuff, and then is like begging him to, make it hurt, basically. And I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. Yeah. Who threw a therapy no jutsu brain cell into their coffee? And so, then he's like, well, if I just show him like my sincere like devotion and affection, I think he'll come to accept this, right? So he stays with him like of his own free will. He's no longer tied up and stuff. For some days, and they, occasionally do it and stuff. And he's, consent means you bang first and make them like it afterward. That's how it works in BL. So, but the other guy just does not understand this, that he could like really want this, So, like he's still taking care of him and everything. And then after like, they do it and then he takes a shower. He's like, all right, it's like, it's time to eat. And the captive guy is like, even though like he's cold, like in terms of how he speaks and stuff, he still takes care of me. He still like, has been feeding me, like let me stay, like he'll still do it with me and stuff. So he's basically just convinced, as long as I just, keep this up, we'll come to like each other, right? And then the other guy surprises him though, because while he's distracted with the food, he tases him, and the captive wakes up in the street, back in Seoul. A police officer waking him up and saying like, hey, you can't sleep out here. Like, I know you're young and you're drunk, but like you should go home. So he realizes he's been returned, right? And I'm just like, oh my God. Taser during lunch, yes. Because he needed to get him out of there, I guess. Why get therapy to learn to get over your trauma when you can just become some other guy's pet instead? Yeah. So, he has to return to daily life, and he finds it. He got reverse kidnapped. Yeah, he got released. And he finds life really boring now that he's been with this other person who, like, he's found like a kindred spirit, right? And he's tired of performing the good boy act that he's been performing. Like, I guess he really enjoyed being able to like show off his like indulge, I guess, in his like, you know, more kinky side that even he wasn't aware of and stuff like that. So he finds life kind of boring, and he has been trying to get in contact with the other guy because he did, I guess, remember his phone number, but the other guy just keeps blocking him whenever he tries to call, right? Oh, it was summer vacation. So they both missed school, right? So I think like it was all timed so that to happen so that like or when they had free time, right? Because they're both students. So the kidnapper also planned to do it while they were out of school. So it was summer vacation. He comes like, and that's another thing is he comes back and realizes like he doesn't even have a lot of like close relationships with other people because nobody really noticed or worried that he had gone like missing. Like his friends noticed that they couldn't get in touch with him, but because they're not really close, they didn't think too much about it. Do you know what I mean? So, oh yeah, like because the guy who kidnapped him, I think, also was intending to kill himself. After he left, right? He said like he just wanted his only goal was to inflict like the biggest trauma like onto this guy so that he would always remember him. That was his only goal. He never expected anything more than that, and then he was just gonna kill himself afterwards. But it's all super sad. It's all like it's so dark. The whole thing is like really dark, but also wild. And he keeps trying to get in contact with him and he can't. And then he sees like a sign hidden away, like kind of like taped to the wall, but like in a discreet kind of spot. For basically the exact same service that got him delivered to his kidnapper's house. And you can see where this is going. He hires the same service. His most meaningful relationship was the kidnapping. Holy heck, and they both no. So we cut to the kidnapper who has returned to his normal life. I guess because of all of the weirdness, he like no longer had that desire to just kill himself because the whole plan is off kilter now. So he just went back to his normal life as well. Uno reverse basically. And he's still getting these phone calls and he's still blocking the number because he knows that like, you know, and then he has to go out, he has to go to work at his part-time job. And he gets kidnapped a lot like on his way, and he finds himself like in a box. He finds himself in a box, and the box is opened, and guess who is there? Obviously you already know because I told you. Yeah, so it's like having a pen box. Yeah. So he is like, what the heck is wrong with this guy? He's crazy. And I'm like, yeah, he is. You kidnapped the wrong guy. Like, and the other guy is like, you know, that kind of ridiculously like just happy to see him kind of face, which is like even more scary. You know what I mean? And he thinks like, because he just can't understand this. The kidnapper is like, or original kidnapper is like, is this revenge? Like, is he going to, you know, force himself on me as revenge? But the other guy is just, I mean, he kind of is, right? But the other guy really like has is just now obsessed with him, just now like you know, in the most toxic way, loves him. So do you think on their order page there's a selection of how effed up you want the boy? Well, I think what they do, I don't know if they do like the plugging and stuff, but it's very funny because yeah, what they do is they just like they will deliver the person naked to you, stripped. Both of them arrived in pretty good condition, but just naked. A bunch of check boxes like select pizza toppings. That would be hilarious if that was like the case in this weird world. But also like, how would you even keep a site like that up? You know? But I don't know. But yeah, like so he's like, you know, like smiling and demented, and then he reveals about his like his past and how he kind of was like, and then his expression gets gradually a little crazier. Where he's like, he was always spending his life trying to live up to his dad's expectations, and his like but he could never really like reach it, and it was like disheartening whenever his dad would, you know, like dismiss him or whatever. But he couldn't hate him because it was his dad. And when like even when he hit him, he found that he couldn't hate him. He also found that because even when he hit him, it was acknowledgement, he still liked that. So basically explaining why he is primed for subbing. And the other guy is like, what is wrong with you? And tries to, you know, get away. But, you know, so then, but then like that obviously doesn't work. He's like struggling, and then the other guy is like, you're gonna hurt yourself, you know, if you keep this up. But then, yeah, so then he falls, and then you know, like the other guy, you know, sits on him again, and then he chokes him. And I don't know, I guess they both, I don't know. And basically, like the other guy also realizes he doesn't want to just kidnap me to get his revenge. He's not letting me go. Like I'm gonna I'm gonna be stuck here with him forever, basically. Like he realizes that that's the intention, and the other guy's like, yeah, of course it's the intention. So, so yeah, and then the story just kind of ends there, and I'm like, wow, they don't like, it's not even like a really like, oh, they like both learn to like each other kind of ending. Like I do find it kind of hilarious that this author was like, yeah, we're not romanticizing this shit. I just wanted to write two really fucked up characters, and this ending is really fucked up. And I respect them for that. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's fine because like we had this discussion on Friendship Friday yesterday where like it's fine. I don't believe in censorship as a general rule. And I think that like however people write about things, we can criticize how they write about it, but we should still allow them to write it. Like Colleen Hoover, I criticize her books all the time, but in my heart, I don't think we should ban her books or anything like that, right? Like whatever. But and I don't think like they're necessarily good for like lessons, but most stories aren't. You should always teach and discuss, and you can be like, yeah, I enjoyed this story, but that doesn't mean I want to find an example like this in real life, right? And I think like that I respect this writing in a way because I'm like, you know what? They understand that this is like very fictional, and it's not meant to like and they could take it both like two directions. You could romanticize it or not, but they very clearly were like, at least, you know, we'll at least show that this is fucked up, and we're not like, I kind of respect that they were like, at least we can say like, we're not romanticizing this is not ultimately very romantic because it is fucked up. They really just wrote two very fucked up characters, and we're like, this is what would happen. And I respect them for that. It was funny. It was very interesting to like get to the ending and just be like, holy shit, there's no good ending out of this. This is just a horrible trash fire. Like, you think that's just how you ask someone out? Oh my gosh. You love it when the childhood trauma was totally worth it in an incredibly not worth it way. You kidnap them and force them to take it, and then you put a ring on it. It was a fun, ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. It was just meant to be horny. It was just meant for like people who are into that kink, and they're like, it's like that. I wrote what I wanted to write. I'm not writing this to like, you know, like to like really genuinely like say that this is this is like romantic and what people actually want. It's more like I just thought it was very interesting. Yeah, the Uno reverse kidnapping, like even though I knew it was gonna happen, because you can kind of tell, right? Like, you're like, yeah, if he lets him go, the only way he's gonna get him back is by doing that. You just know it's gonna come back again, right? But it was still funny when I saw the moment he saw the number and I just knew what was gonna happen. I was like, oh God, they're doing it. They're really gonna do it. And it was so hilarious. Um, because like he's got that crazy, like, like he's just really genuinely happy to see him. And the other guy is just like freaking out, you know? He reciprocated, was almost, yeah. See, the thing is, it could have gone that route if he reciprocated it and the other guy was like, oh, someone does love me, even though I fucked them up real bad. But the other guy, despite being an awful guy, maintains his sense of sanity in the way that he knows what he's doing is awful. And he knows that it's like definitely messed up that he's being like quote unquote rewarded for it, like that the other guy would be interested in him, And it also shows that it's not like he was envious of him, but it shows he never loved him. It's because you know what they'll do that like kind of thing sometimes. And I think, again, I don't care, but it does, like, it's a very common trope. It's not healthy to think that it should apply in real life, but it's like, oh, he hurts you because he cares so much about you, or he like, he controls you, he's controlling because he cares so much about you, things like that. That's dangerous, right? Dangerous mentality, very common tropes though. But this one is very much like, no, he never loved him, right? He never actually like cared about him. He did just want to hurt and torture him. And so it wouldn't make sense for him to suddenly flip that on its head just because he's receiving some affection. It's an easy way out. And I think that's all right. Like again, if you do it, it's just that I do think it was kind of like interesting to see a writer not go that romanticization route, and to just be like, no, like this is all messed up to start with. Like, this is not how you treat someone you love. So it makes sense that he's completely thrown off when the other guy, does develop Stockholm syndrome, because that's not what he ever intended to do, was gain his affection by being abusive, And I'm like, it's interesting. I don't know. I think the problem might just be with me being able to find the silver lining in everything, that I find like there's enjoyment in discovering like even like small things that are just that veer off of what I'm so used to seeing, Oh, I see puns. Okay. The Prony Express. Fed sex, yes. Shipwreck. Oh God, that was crazy. That like, and it's only 16 chapters. So I was really surprised because I wasn't sure how long, like, you never really know how long these stories are gonna go. So this one did end, and very quickly, only 16 chapters, and it ended again on like the worst note. And I thought it was great. I thought it was really, really well done. Because some parts of it were a little bit rushed, and a lot of it was literally just horniness. Like if you're not really reading it for like, it could have been a shorter story, to be honest, if you left out some of the sex. But the whole point was the sex. The whole point for the author, I think, was just, this is my kink, and I'm gonna like, I'm gonna write it. It's really for me, and that's fine, right? But it really was just like very much like, but you could have taken out a bunch of that and still like and like alluded to it and whatever, and still had the same outcome. So, and then I saw their second story, like I mentioned yesterday, which was surprising, and it's very similar. So I skimmed through this one, to be fair. I didn't really get a chance to read the whole thing because it was already very late at night. I skimmed through this one, and this is what I got out of it. And if I'm wrong, like, I'll correct myself later if I do end up reading it. I don't know if I will. But this is my impression of it. Again, the big, tall, buff guy is the guy that likes to take it. And he's also, again, a person who is like wearing a mask, who like is trying to live up to certain expectations. But he experienced trauma in his past, not from his father, but from some other guy. And then he ends up re-inflicting that and forcing himself on another guy later on, who looks like the guy who, I guess, abused him when he was younger. And at least that's what I got out of it. And I'm like, yeah, that's like a very similar plot. And yeah, the other guy that, does look a lot like the kidnapper guy in the story. And I'm just like, you're just recycling the same characters. Like there was there was no crazy premise with like a delivery service that delivers you naked men, but there was like um yeah, like still horrible themes. That's a wrapped boy. If they need a marketing team that hit you up, yeah. It was fun, good, spicy. It's really spicy garbage, is really what it is. It really is just a dumpster fire, and but I enjoyed reading it. I was like, this is whatever, and it's just entertaining, right? You learn how to draw two boys, you got to get the most mileage. Yeah, yeah. Like, like the one that like is the bottom, is the one that's the bottom. Although like he'll sit on the other guy, I guess. But is the one that you saw in the box, obviously. That's like he's tall, he's handsome, he's muscular, a good boy image, right? And the other guy looks like, a neat loser. Like a loser who, doesn't get out and see the sun very much. He's caught like constant like a dark aura, like where his eyes are, that kind of guy, right? Dark hair, flat hair, and it's just like it's like they clearly have a type that they like to draw, um, and that they like to, like a physical dynamic too, because yeah, like both of the bigger guys were the ones that were taking it, and I'm just like, wow, you are very funny. So if I see this writer again, I'm probably gonna. The boy in the box looks like Luke. Yeah, I guess he would be like a Luke type of character. I think in Themis, Luke doesn't look that big until his shirt is off, but he would be, right? So yeah. Yeah, he would be like a Luke type, right? Like kind of like fit, very fit, uh boy next door type. And the other guy would look like, I don't know. Um Maybe a more sickly Jerome. Luke absolutely subs too. It works. Yeah, it's very interesting. Like it's a very interesting like dynamic that they draw, and I don't know. I definitely appreciate their honesty in just being like this. I'm clearly just writing what makes like me horny, and I'm not trying to make this any deeper than it is. These relationships are fucked up. You could see Vin ordering boys via delivery. Oh my god, I could too. Um, there's another BL that I'm reading that I think so another BL I'm reading is ending sorry. I feel like it's heading to the end of one of its seasons or something. It's very good. I really like it. It's called The Man Who Gives Everything. And he is like this guy who has been burned a lot by love. And he has a very particular type. He likes guys who look a particular way. And his first love was in high school when he became like a famous celebrity. He kind of dumped him. It turns out the reason was because like he was worried about his career, and he was worried about like not just himself getting hurt, but also like of, the main character getting hurt. So he dumped him rather unceremoniously. And then but in his mind thinking like I can come back to him. I can, once I'm famous enough that like nothing can touch me, which is like I think very arrogant of him, because you're expecting him to have waited around, right? But then later on, like MC gets into a relationship in university as well with another guy who's from a rich family, but his rich family doesn't approve of him because they don't approve of his son, of their son being gay in general, and so they don't like him. The MC, I mean, and then and the other guy is like, well, I have so much money, I'll make this work, But he's like, no, because like it's really shitty when your mom calls me and tries to give me money to stay away from you. Like, it makes me feel bad. And then he meets another guy, again, still in university, where this guy is like just a total weirdo, like a nerd, who is like obsessed with him, like makes merch of him, type of obsessed with him, writes fanfic about the both of them together. And I'm like, yeah, it's kind of creepy, but he's actually the nicest guy. He's the sweetest guy. because he's entirely devoted to him. And I think that's kind of where the theme of this drama is, of the story is, where he's like always been the one. I think the guy who gives it all like is referring to the both of them, because he's always been the one to put everything on the line and to give everything to the person he's in a relationship with, but he gets burned. But then like he's finally meeting somebody whose entire existence revolves around him, who is for like, you know, the first time only considerate of him, doesn't have other things that he worries about, doesn't have other obligations. And like it's been a while coming, but they I think like now he's kind of accepted he likes this guy because he had sworn off love, right? And it's very cute. It's very cute dynamic to watch. And I feel like we're finally reaching the end of whatever the season is, just because he had a line yesterday that like, wow, I was so happy. So the big time actor celebrity guy like keeps insisting on talking with him and whatever, and then he keeps insulting the otaku guy, and the otaku guy is like not there, and finally he gets fed up with this, the MC, and he says like, you keep like insulting his lack of like, you know, sense and social awareness, but how do you not get that I don't want to hang out with you, I don't like you, I wasn't like when I said I couldn't attend the work dinner because, you know, they were working on a project together, the work dinner, it wasn't because like I actually had a part-time job to go to. It was because I didn't want to spend any of my time with you. And then he says, because this work dinner is a waste of my time, all of my time now belongs to Moonhee subs. And I was just like, oh my God, that line. Just that line. I feel like it hits better. It hits harder in Korean. But where he's like, all of my time belongs to Moonhee sub. It was like the first admission that he had like really like fallen for him. So great line. It's very important. At least one of the BL characters is rich and has lots of free time, so they can take care of the logistics and chores like kidnapping boys or dusting the shelves. Sworn off love but not dubcon. Well, he's very like he's into sex, right? So he's just sworn off love but not sex. So slow down, man. Clear communication of intentions in a BL illegal. I know, right? Like especially like with the lead up, with the build up, where he's like you're just wasting my time. This work event is just to gratify your own ego. Like this was not like, this was never about you caring about like the people that work for you because you don't give a shit about anyone type of thing, right? And you're the one who's wasting my time because all of my time belongs to this other guy. And I was just like, that is such a good line, so good. And then I saw that another of my BLs is updating again. This is the one I mentioned before. It's called Honey Bear. It's the one with the baker who's really into this judo player or this judo athlete who's like, you know, big and muscular and stuff. And I was going to end at like season 1 because I was like, no, they're introducing a love triangle. I hate that bullshit. Because sometimes I do, right? And then like I ended up reading season 2 anyway because I did want to see them actually get together. And then the end of season 2 fucked me up even more because the third member of the love triangle that they introduced, he didn't realize this entire time that his secretary's been in love with him. And at the end of that season 2, his secretary left him for his own like sake. He basically was like, he traded himself, his service as a secretary, to another person, like as long like so that person would collaborate with, you know, him. So basically he did it for love. He did it for his boss. He left him because he was doing it for him, that kind of thing. And that's how it ended. And I was like, they cannot possibly end the story here. But it took months to get another like update, right? But the update is here. The update's finally here. Like I read like 3 chapters worth, I think. Like 2 or 3 chapters worth, and he's like realizing what he's lost, right? And I'm like, oh, I love that. I love when they realize, like when they realize that the person that was beside them this whole time was who they really wanted, right? I don't know. I love that nonsense. It's crazy. and I don't know where this is gonna go yet. It's only like 3 chapters in, but I'm so happy because I was like, please tell me that they are not just ending it here. This would suck because there's no way. Like that's such a cliffhanger. But I guess it was popular enough that they got the go ahead to continue it, and tell that story. I hope it's just 3 seasons though. I cannot keep up with this story anymore. It's actually surprisingly wholesome with a lot of like kinky sex. And that's because the baker was a pervert. Like the baker is like there it's a very wholesome story, but the baker is a pervert, so it allows a lot of opportunities for kinky stuff without veering into dubcon. There's no dubcon. There's no dubcon, no non-con. Everybody is very like, in love and in consensual relationships. That's where it's wholesome, but there's still a lot of kinky sex. Hi, Finn. That's good protective sub thing. Yes. I belong to the jerk I met 2 chapters ago line. The thing is, like, the thing is, like, it's been a long, like I said, it's a long time build-up, and it's really getting good now. I think, I don't remember what chapter number we're in, but I swear it's gotta be, like, chapter 40-something or 30-something. So it's not like I belong to the jerk I met 2 chapters ago. It's like been a very long journey for him to finally accept that he might like have fallen in love again. Do you know what I mean? Because again, he swore off love at the beginning. Like he had been like it had been sworn off. So he'd been in like just like these purely physical relationships. He didn't even like this otaku guy because he thought he was creepy. But due to circumstances, they ended up like, doing it. And he enjoyed it because he's like horny. And one of the lines that was really funny was he was like, "How are you this much of a nerd but so fit? How are you so fucking hot?" Because that's why he does it with him, because he's like, I can't even resist you even though I think you're creepy because you're so goddamn hot and I am so goddamn horny, right? So anyway, but he's like, "How are you this hot?" And the otaku guy is like, "Well, every time I think about you, I have to, like restrain myself basically. So I work out." So basically, as a result of just working out every single time he thinks about him, he develops this really hot body. And I think that's also really funny because cute, because it kind of like it shows how much he thinks about him, like, and how like, obsessed he is with him and how much he really likes him. So I thought that was also like, it was both funny and cute, right? Gonna lurk, need to lay down. Okay. Surprisingly whole lot. Yeah, it's just like very kinky, but yeah. There's no half-baked consent here. They take their rules very seriously. Always ask for consent. Yes. Before getting bread. Yes. The other bread, yes. There is like one point where like one of them like even when there's like accidental kinkiness in a way, because like the big like judo guy, he's very naive and innocent, but he thinks that the baker is into, because he has a misunderstanding. He thinks the baker is into like, like BDSM stuff. So he does research on it to like try to satisfy him, and he's like kind of like surprises him with it. And the baker is like, "Well, obviously there's been a misunderstanding here, but I'm not going to point it out right now because I am kind of enjoying this." Because he's horny, he's a pervert, right? He's into like a lot of stuff, right? And so like they do some of that, and it's very funny because like the poor like naive innocent judo guy, like partway through he's like, "I can't do it, I like and they resolve the misunderstanding, but it's like so weird. It's so cute though. And then they have like, much more wholesome scenes because like he introduces him to his grandma, and then his grandma like finds out that he's gay, but like she takes it really well, and she's just like, no matter who you are, I still love you. Like it has those cute scenes, and I'm like, I love that. I love stuff like that. You're welcome. I hope that you had as much fun hearing about all of the random BL shit that I read as I do talking about it, because I gotta tell somebody. How is your arm so buff? Well, every time I have a naughty thought, I do one push-up. Yes. And that's exactly what happened, and exactly how he got that hot body. And I think that's so funny. It's a great trope too, just to show your level of devotion. Okay, so we can now begin. On that note, I can begin the Archon quest. Oh god. Alright, it's time to do the latest Archon quest. Let's go to Notlin. I am genuinely not sure about if we can talk to the characters that appear here, so I'm just gonna try it before I go to the quest marker itself. It can't hurt now, right? Oh, Kinich isn't here today. So I can't even test it. Okay. Then let's just go straight to the quest. Oh! There's Yansan.
오, 우리의 영웅 투마이니와 페이몬 아니야? 여기서 다 만나네. 얀사, 왜 여기 혼자 있어? 미리 말해두지만 널 일부러 찾아온 건 아니야. 아직은 네가 말한 다이어트나 근력 훈련에 관심 없다고. 알겠어. 나도 무슨 마기 코치 같은 건 아니라고. 언제나 수강생들의 뜻을 존중해. 그래도 적당한 유산소 운동은 나쁠 것 없지. 예를 들면 나 대신 근처를 한 바퀴 순찰해 준다든가.
Rather than training, that sounds more like helping you out.
농담이야. 하지만 네 말대로 난 지금 도와줄 사람을 찾고 있어. 최근 우리 비옥한 터전에서 보디빌딩 대회를 준비하고 있거든. 다들 급하게 훈련에 박차를 가하고 있어서 순찰 인력이 부족해. 그래서 대신 순찰하고 있었던 거야? 넌 준비 안 해도 돼? 난 괜찮아. 최상의 몸을 가꾸는 데 중요한 건 꾸준한 자기관리지 벼락치기는 별 의미 없다고 생각하거든. 게다가 보다시피 내 체격으로는 보편적인 중량급 대회에 나갈 수가 없어. 동체급에서는 나랑 견줄 상대가 없고. 그렇구나. 왜 그렇게 쳐다봐? 난 너랑 겨룰 생각 없어. 우리가 같은 체급은 더더욱 아니고.
I thought that look was a little strange, but I see she was eyeing Paimon as a potential competitor.
여행자, 순찰하는 거나 도와주자. 안 그랬다간 얀사한테 붙잡혀서 대회에 나가야 할지도 몰라. 좋은데? 눈짓만으로 의뢰를 맡길 수 있다니.
Alright, I'll do it for you, Paimon.
고마워. 이 일대에 이상이 없는지만 확인해주면 돼. 아주 간단한 순찰 업무야. 난 다른 쪽을 둘러보고 올게. 이따 비옥한 터전에서 만나자. 알겠어. 얼른 가봐, 얀사. 여기저기 둘러보는 건 우리 전문이라고.
Are we?
별들아, 하늘로 돌아가자. 위로 올라가자.
Oh, whoops.
위로 올라가자. 전에는 몰랐는데 여기 동굴이 있네.
The key that unlocks fate.
나왔으니 가서 한번.
확인해볼래? Probably.
오라, 저기 있어. 쉬고 있는 있는 건가? 공격적으로 보이지는 않아.
Interest.
왜 여기 숨어 있는 거지?
This is an Archon quest, so this hilly churl is probably important. Hmm? Oh no. Oh!
왜? 도망갔어. 나타에서 우리의 명성은 추추족마저 위협을 느낄 정도인 건가?
Something on the ground.
저 반짝거리는 거 말이야? 아까 추추족이 도망치다 떨어뜨렸나 봐. 보물을 주었다고 생각해서 여기에 숨겨두려던 거 아닐까? 그런데 미처 숨길 새도 없이 우리랑 마주친 거지.
That's definitely a misdirection. I bet that that's actually important to it. Because when we met Caddy Bear, right? Caddy Bear also had like a thing, a band tied around it, I think, a scarf or something like that. That was important and significant. I think this is probably going to be an important hilly churl, like another Carry Bear situation.
어디 보자. 추추족의 지능을 생각하면 그렇게 좋은 물건일 것 같진 않지만. 왜 그래? 왜 갑자기 심각한 표정이야?
Oh my gosh, Paimon is already thinking about pawning the thing though.
그냥 평범한 열쇠잖아. 근데 모양이 좀 독특하네. 나타 스타일 같진 않은데. 어느 나라에서 만든 거지?
This is the key to the hibernation chamber on the spaceship. Okay. I feel like this has to be alluding to either the world quest or Skirk's quest. Just gonna pretend that we understand it.
우주선 수면 장치? 우주선은 뭐고 수면 장치는 또 뭐야?
Oh! Paimon doesn't know either.
잠깐! 우주선 수면 장치? 설마 네가 티바트에 올 때 탔다던 그거?
Wait a minute. Never mind. Wait, we came here on a spaceship? That's the one?
그게 갑자기 여기 나타났다고? 네가 방금 떨어뜨린 거 아니고?
No, I still have mine. I've always made sure to keep it safe and sound. Is this Ether's?
완전 똑같이 생겼네. 이게 네게 아니라면 남은 가능성은?
There are only two of these. One belongs to me and the other to my brother.
역시 그렇구나. 네가 외계인 아니 강림자라는 게 문득 실감나네.
We are aliens. So Lumine is an alien. Cool, we knew that. But, why does this hilly churl have Ether's key? What's the relationship between them?
그럼 이 상황을 논리적으로 정리해 보면 추추족이 이 열쇠를 주워서 숨겼다는 건 네 오빠가 근처에서 열쇠를 떨어뜨렸다는 거야.
That's too simple of an explanation. I'm always sus in this game. It has served me well. I think they have a relationship. Meaning that Canrian, or hilly churl, sorry, used to be a Canrian. Is what I meant to say. And probably one that knew Ether. Oh my.
즉, 네 오빠가 최근 이 주변에 있었다는 거지.
And by extension, the Abyss Order was probably here as well.
얀사의 순찰을 도우려던 것뿐인데 이런 엄청난 발견을 하다니. 네 오빠에 관한 단서까지 찾고 말이야.
Yep, that's cool.
주변에서 계속 단서를 찾아볼까? 아니면 일단 비옥한 터전으로 돌아가서 얀사를 만나볼까?
Oh.
여기 있었구나. 수고했어.
Oh, we didn't have to make the choice.
얀사, 왜 여기 있어? 비옥한 터전에서 만나기로 했잖아. 안 그래도 너한테 갈까 생각하던 참이었어. 방금 엄청난 걸 발견했거든. 순찰을 그만해도 된다고 알려주러 온 거야. 방금 보디빌딩 대회가 취소돼서 이제 순찰할 인력이 생겼거든.
Why?
에? 갑자기 무슨 일이라도 생겼어? 심형 교단이 쳐들어왔어.
Oh, there we go.
우와!
Didn't expect our suspicions to be confirmed so quickly. Sounds like Ether's on the move again. I'll find a way to speak with him in person this time. I have to.
심형 교단이라는 이름은 나도 들어봤지만 이렇게 대규모로 광범위한 움직임을 보이는 건 처음 봐. 마치 나타 전체와 전쟁이라도 벌이려는 것 같아.
Oh my god, the stakes got really high.
고작 교단 하나가 전쟁의 나라와 전쟁을 벌이려 한다고? 말도 안 돼. 심형 교단은 보통 암암리에 움직이는 걸로 알고 있어. 이런 상황은 우리도 처음 봐. 휴, 대체 뭘 하려는 거지?
This is also the first time we've seen something like this, she says.
비옥한 터전의 정보만으로는 전황이 명확하게 파악되지 않아. 지금은 비옥한 터전의 방위에 큰 문제가 없으니 난 성화 경기장으로 가서 마비카님께 상황을 여쭤볼 생각이야. 어쨌든 그곳이 나타의 중추니까.
She's the one people report to.
나랑 같이 갈래? 나타의 영웅이 함께 해준다면 다들 안심이 될 거야.
Well, I am keen to find out more about the situation, and I can provide some information on the Abyss Order.
잘 됐다. 그럼 같이 가자.
Right, we're gonna go meet Mavika. Space and time for you. So I should probably have done Skirk's quest first, but that's fine. We're gonna be fine.
마비카님!
아, 왔구나. 마침 널 부르러 사람을 보낼 참이었어, 연사. 여행자도 있으니 다 잘 됐네.
전황은 어때요? 전령을 통해 들어온 소식이 있나요?
심연교단 일당이 나타 각지에서 동시에 발견되고 있어. 조직적이고 계획적인 움직임으로 보여. 적의 수도 만만치 않아. 이번 일이 아니었다면 심연교단의 세력이 이렇게까지 커졌을 거라고는 상상도 못했을 거야.
그렇다는 건 총력으로 공격해왔다는 건가요? 하지만 대체 왜...
나도 그게 의문이야. 심연교단은 지금까지 나타에서 활동도 거의 없었고 우리와 별다른 인연도 없었으니까.
설마 나타에 패배한 심연을 위해 복수라도 하려는 건 아니겠죠? 뜬금없긴 하지만 그 녀석들이라면 충분히 그럴 수도 있어.
아직 단정하긴 일러. 놈들의 진짜 목적은 아직 더 알아봐야 해.
그래서 이길 수 있을 것 같아? 피해 상황은 어때?
You think you'll be able to win?
놈들이 총력전을 걸어온 건 맞지만 지금 심연교단의 상대는 진짜 심연에 맞서서 승리를 거둔 나타의 용사들이야.
True.
맞아. 게다가 그런 용사가 온 나라에 가득 있지.
심연교단의 전력은
Yeah, and the
진짜
Abyss
심연과
has
기대는 차이가 커. 그들에겐 불굴의 기세 같은 건 없지.
a nerd. Okay. Hi, Mizu. I hope you're all right with doing main quest today or Archon quest today. That was the goal though.
하지만 그래도 전쟁은 전쟁이야. 신중하게 임해서 사상자를 최소화해야 해. 각 부족은 이미 방어 태세에 돌입했어. 여행자, 이번 일은 나타의 문제야. 이번엔 나와 함께 성화 경기장에 머물러 있어도 괜찮아.
No, this one is personal for me.
그게 무슨 말이야?
The current leader of the Abyss Order is my brother. Did we not say this before? Oops.
그런 상황이야.
You're supposed to go to a baptism today, but you
그런
feel so tired?
관계가
Ah.
있을 줄이야.
Yeah, take a day off. It's Saturday.
그럼 네 가족의 목적이 뭔지 알고 있어?
That's what I want to know as well.
적어도 지금은 둘 사이가 별로 좋지 않거든. 여행자는 줄곧 오빠를 찾아서 무슨 일이 있었던 건지 확인하려고 했는데 그쪽에서 계속 피하는 것 같아. 아, 남매 간의 다툼인가? 흔한 일이네. 응. 그야 그렇지만 아니 제대로 이해한 거 맞아?
He says, so funny because in Korean she says, yeah, it's something like that. Wait a minute, are you sure you understand?
역시 너야. 남매 간의 다툼이 세상의 운명을 뒤흔드는 스케일이라니. 내가 이해한 게 맞다면 넌 여전히 우리 편이고 이번 일에 대해서는 잘 모르는 것 같은데. 맞아?
Absolutely. I might even hate the Abyss Order more than you do.
그럼 안심이야. 처음 네 말을 들었을 땐 난감한 상황이 될까 봐 걱정했거든. 정보에 의하면 심연 교단은 주요 병력을 연기 주인 쪽에 집중 투입한 것 같아.
Masters of the Night Wind.
나랑 여기서 중앙을 지킬 생각이 아니라면 우선 연기 주인 쪽을 지원해주면 좋겠어.
Sounds great.
그럼 나도 같이 갈게. 비옥한 터전은 아직 압박이 크지 않으니까 전력을 필요한 곳에 써야지.
Okay, let's see if we meet Sitlali and Ororon.
그래, 그럼 부탁할게. 지원이 필요하면 언제든 연락해. 걱정 마. 이 일의 배우가 네 가족이라고 해도 우리의 영웅인 너에게 책임을 떠넘길 일은 없어. 그래도 만약 진짜 네 오빠를 붙잡으면 한 대 정도는 쥐어 박아줘도 괜찮지?
Imagine Movika punching Ether. Does she say the same thing if it's Lumine? Oh my god. There we go. Already a Sitlali.
너희가 여긴 어쩐 일이야? 지원하러 온 거야? 상황은 좀 어때요? 마비카님이 보내서 왔어요. 집에 틀어박혀 있지 않고 여기 있는 걸 보면 연기 주인의 상황 꽤 심각한 거 아니야?
Oh my god.
심각할 것까진 없는데 좀 짜증나. 듣자 하니 여러 부족 중에 연기 주인이 집중 공격을 받고 있다며? 참나, 우릴 얼마나 만만하게 본 거야?
You love Movika, but don't you dare punch Lumine.
생각할수록 열받아서 집에 있어도 책이 눈에 안 들어온다고. 흥! 화가 난 게 그런 이유구나.
So that's why you're angry.
걔네는 이름부터 센스가 없어. 삼류 소설이나 나올 법한 누가 봐도 악당이구나 싶은 싸구려 이름 같다고.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. The writers are calling themselves out.
네 오빠의 조직을 저렇게 말하는데?
Oh my gosh, she's talking about your brother's face like that. I'm just glad I'm not the only one who thinks that. If I were him, I'd have changed that name long ago.
잠깐, 뭐? 지금 얘 오빠가 심연교단 사람이라는 거야?
He's the leader. Sorry. Sorry for my bro, guys.
순간 혈압이 올라서 말을 좀 심하게 한 것 같은데 어떡하지? 얘기는 나중에 다시 하죠. 저기에요. 잘됐다. 화풀이 할 기회가 제발로 찾아왔네. 덕분에 어색한 분위기도 풀리고 뭐라고 돌려 말할지 걱정할 필요도 없어졌어. 뒤에 말은 안 하는 게 나았을 것 같아, 시틀라리. 아무튼 다들 가자.
She mixed up her speech bubbles and her thought bubbles, I think. Oh, it's very funny because this is already pretty much my team. So they gave me trials at Lolly, but this was already my team. So we came here on a spaceship is what I've learned so far in the story. Lumine and Ether arrived here in an actual spaceship. The story.
역시 대단하시네요. 할머니가 계신 줄 알았으면 연기 주인을 지원하러 오는 건 재검토해봤을 거예요. 심연 교단이야말로 공격 상대를 재검토할 필요가 있지. 제 경험상 방금 놈들이 온 방향에 심연 교단의 거점이 있을 거예요. 이 기세를 몰아서 단번에 녀석들의 거점을 없애버리죠.
방금 여기서 전투가 있었나? 도움 필요해?
So are they Superman? Yes, just like we were talking about yesterday. They are also immigrants.
연기 주인의 전사들도 왔어. 큰 전쟁을 겪은 참이라 다들 한 마음으로 움직이고 있어. 파이팅도 넘치겠다. 이 기세를 몰아 공격해보자고.
Again.
날 찬송하려 온 세상을 따뜻.
Vaporize.
전진! 적을 쓸어버리는 거야!
You don't read here.
저 장치는 뭐지? 몸속에 에너지가 빨려나가는 것 같아. 저걸 없애야 해! 짜잔! 반짝이는 신용 비명의 저항이 약해졌어. 지금이 기회야. 나와서 일해. 니가 상처 따위 아프지 않아. 다 올라라. 전사들 공격 개시. 쫓아가자.
This gameplay is kind of fine. Like, you know, makes sense to just keep going forward to find their base.
굿! 봐줄 필요 없어. 강한 별한테 혼나보시지. 야, 여기 대장이 너야? 연기 주인의 무서운 맛을 제대로 보여주겠어.
시간에 맞서는 자는 그 대가를 치르게 될 것이다.
시즈야린 이즈파파 공격해! 등장! 차! 다 올라라! 세상에
Oh, oops.
거부하는 건가? 나와서 일해!
Forgot to refresh her shield.
총 공격을 시작하지! 차! 야! 야! 차! 핫! 야! 야!
There we go. You're excited
모두 고생했어요.
how they would explicitly tie Genshin's World to Honkai Impact there if they ever decide to do that. Yeah, we'll see.
녀석들도 별거 아니네. 별로 만족스러운 결과는 아니야. 녀석들이 머리를 조아리고 연기 주인의 실력을 인정하게 만들고 싶었는데
He's so funny.
됐어. 돌아가서 축하주나 한잔하고 기분 전환하지 뭐. 거점을 없앴으니 당분간은 주변의 심연교단 녀석들도 얌전하겠지만 그래도 방심해선 안 될 것 같아요. 뭔가 이상해요. 보통 거점을 공격할 땐 뒤로 갈수록 적의 저항이 심해지기 마련인데 방금은 극히 일부만 필사적으로 싸우는 느낌이었어요. 나머지는 뭔가를 알아챈 듯이 철수를 택했단 말이죠. 응? 그게 뭐? 전략상 거점을 포기한 거 아니야? 그런 것 같지 않아요. 상대는 한 나라를 상대로 무모한 싸움을 걸어온 심연 교단이고 줄곧 과격한 전략을 펼쳐왔어요. 방금 그러니까 네 생각엔 녀석들이 뭔가를 꾸미고 있다는 거지? 네, 아직 확실한 정보는 없으니 경계를 풀지 말고 방어에 신경 쓰는 게 좋겠어요.
So, we're no wiser as to the Abyss Order's objective. Back to square one. If I could only get Ether to talk to me, I could get answers for all of us. I'm heading back to the Collective of Plenty. That key is our only lead so far.
역시 열쇠가 계속 신경 쓰이나 보구나.
As expected, you're still worrying about that key.
하긴 그 단서를 따라 네 가족을 찾을 수만 있으면 전쟁을 빨리 끝낼 수 있을지도 몰라. 벌써 가려고? 지금 막 1차 축하주 자리에 초대하려던 참이었는데?
No Dane's leave yet, though.
어서 가봐. 여긴 나랑 시틀라리 할머니가 있으니까 걱정하지 말고.
For the dawn. Oh, nice. They sent us back.
별들아 하늘로 돌아가자. 위로 올라가자.
Is Dane going to show up this quest? He should be, I'm pretty sure.
친구들아 다시 여기로 왔네. 그 추추족은 이 근처에서 열쇠를 찾은 거겠지?
I think he's in the poster.
다른 단서가 있는지 잘 찾아보자. 얀사 쪽도 기다리고 있으니까.
Maybe he'll just show up at the end.
어디에도 흔적이 없어. 그 추추족은 대체 어떻게 열쇠를 주운 거지?
I think that hilly turtle has some kind of relationship to Ether.
설마 진짜로 네 오빠가 여길 지나가다가 주머니에서 흘린 거 아니야?
I don't believe that.
이렇게 중요한 물건을 흘리고 다닌다는 게 좀 칠칠맞아 보이긴 하지만 뭐 이런 일은 누구에게나 있으니까.
Maybe he gave it to the hilly turtle. Like as a token of, friendship or something.
살았다. 사람이 있어. 제발 도와줘.
Oh, it's the girl from the trailer with the Conrian eyes. Okay. And she comes right up to this cave. Is this another illusion? Surely we're not redoing the Cara Bear quest, right? But surely they wouldn't just redo it. So, but I do feel like it's gotta be like it's too many hints. Like she comes right up to this cave. She's probably Conrian, not yet turned into a hilly churl. Did we smoke something that took us back into the past?
너는 무슨 일 있어?
Yes, her particular model is very nice and detailed. But yeah, I think she's probably that hilly churl.
아니, 지금 그런 걸 신경 쓸 때가 아니지.
Wait, don't say things like that and not expand. Lumine doing drugs again, right?
나 좀 도와줘. 마물한테 계속 쫓기고 있는데 도저히 더는 못 움직이겠어. 제발 부탁해.
But we're not in Sumeru, so I don't know. You've come to the right person, but where are these monsters you speak of?
그러게. 네가 말한 마물은 어디 있는 거야? 널 쫓아오는 건 안 보이는데? 어? 미안한데 무슨 말인지 잘 모르겠어.
Huh?
마물이 바로 앞에 있잖아. 이런 타이밍에 농담하지 말아줘.
Oh no. Okay, something's definitely going on. My brain is alert, which is good. I really do think it's no coincidence that she comes back to this cave. She is Conrian, and there's something she can see that we can't see. It does feel a little bit like a repeat of the first Carrybug quest. Something isn't lining up.
농담이 아니라 진짜 아무것도 안 보여. 그게 무슨... 됐어. 빨리 도망가자. 녀석들이 오고 있어.
But I really don't see anything. Where do you intend to run to?
정말 알 수가 없는 애네. 대체 뭘 본 거지?
What is she looking at? She doesn't say. She must be seeing things.
진짜 뭐에 다쳤나 봐.
Is it a dimensional thing? Yeah, maybe. Did we step into a different dimension? Is the cave the way to that dimension? But it's very strange that she's seeing things that we can't see.
어디 다쳤어? 대체 뭐가 있었던 거야? 마무리 바로 저기 있어. 빨리 도망쳐. 위험해.
Let me help you up first. Oh! Now we can see them! Suddenly I can see them.
이제야 보이는 거야? 세상에. 하마터면 죽을 뻔했다고.
I'm sorry, I'll take care of them now.
부탁할게. 구세주. 구세주?
Oh, we are definitely dealing with scenes from the past. She called us savior. That's what what's his face? Carrie Bear's dad, I forget his name. That's what he said that the Abyss sibling was supposed to be their savior. So does she see Lumine as Ether again? Is it one of those situations? We knew it, right? So I'm convinced now that Hilly Churl was her. I'm convinced now the Hilly Churl that ran away was her. Also, now, like, it makes a bit of sense if that's the case, because earlier I said that I think that I think that the Hilly Churl probably had a relationship with the Abyss sibling and got the key from the spaceship from him. So maybe that's why she recognized Lumine, but she doesn't see Lumine. Maybe she sees Ether. So this must be scenes from the past again. Are they really gonna redo the Carrie Bear story though? That's weird.
네가 맨 허공에 대고 싸우는 것 같아서 좀 웃겼달까?
Uh-oh. I don't know what's going on either, but I could see them once I held her hand. Her hand? Let's try it one more time. I want to check that I got all the monsters. Oh? What's wrong?
아무것도 아니야. 주변에 다른 마물은 없으니까 확인 안 해도 돼.
Why is she blushing? What kind of relationship did you have with Lumine's brother?
아까는 무서워서 못 느꼈는데 긴장이 풀리고 나니까 이렇게 제대로 손을 잡는 게 조금 부끄러워서.
Oh my god. Oh, didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
잠깐 손 잡는 것뿐인데 부끄러움을 많이 타는구나.
Oh my god, Paimon. Paimon, get the hint!
그게 그러고 보니 내 소개도 못했네. 나는 틸레르라고 해. 방금 구해줘서 정말 고마워.
Let's look up that name real fast. Dear Redith. Name. Oh, I see. I wonder if it comes from, or sorry, if it became Meredith, because that's what I'm seeing pop up. But Edith. Edith. Strife for wealth. Interesting. Okay. I don't know if any of those things are relevant, but
얘는 여행자야. 눈에 보이는 마물이라면 뭐든 해치울 수 있다고. 근데 아까 그 마물들은 대체 뭐야? 나도 잘 모르겠어. 내 눈에는 계속 보였는데 너희가 안 보인다고 해서 처음에는 날 놀리는 건 줄 알았어. 오해가 안 풀렸으면 마물한테 쫓기는 여자애를 구경하면서 비우는 사람이 될 뻔했네.
yeah. That would have made us look more monstrous than the monsters. I'd never do something so horrendous.
안심해. 우린 그런 사람 아니야. 안 보인다고 하면 진짜 안 보이는 거야. 그나저나 방금 다치지 않았어? 괜찮아?
But last time... Okay, that's interesting. Sorry, there is a slight difference. Last time, Paimon wasn't with us. But this time, Paimon is here and interacting too.
크게 다치진 않았어.
So it can't be the same phenomenon.
발목을 삐끗했는지 당장은 똑바로 걷기 힘들 것 같아.
There's a cave nearby. Why don't we rest there for now?
좋은 생각이야. 우리가 데려다 줄게. 정말 고마워. 조금 다치긴 했지만 한결 나아졌어. 밖에 나가면 마무를 또 마주칠지도 모르니까 다 나을 때까지 여기 있을까봐. 혼자서는 위험해. 킬레르, 넌 어디에서 왔어? 작은 마을에서. 먼 길을 오다 보니 길을 잃어버렸지 뭐야. 이제 여기가 어딘지도 모르겠어. 역시 구세주를 찾는 여정엔 시련이 따르는 걸까? 구세주? 그러고 보니 아까도 여행자를 그렇게 불렀었지? 그게 무슨 말이야?
Why would you have to find the savior?
아, 미안. 아까는 너무 비슷해서 나도 모르게 그렇게 불러버렸어.
Oh! She said just the resemblance is uncanny. So she doesn't see ether. So it is a different thing. I wonder what's happening this time. Well, the title of this quest is A Time and Space for You. So those have to be related somehow. I do think we must have somehow stepped into the past. I don't know what space has to do with any of this yet. But it's a past where this girl and I assume Ether must have met.
처음부터 설명해줄게. 옛날에 성자 한 명이 우리 마을을 지나갔대. 사람들은 그 여자가 모르는 것이 없다고 믿었지.
Was it Rhine-Daughter?
그 성자는 이렇게 예언했어. 종말의 재앙이 곧 도래한다. 그러나 동시에 구세주가 나타나리라.
Yeah, that's definitely Ether.
시기상 그 성자가 말한 재앙의 때가 가까워져서 할머니의 부탁으로 마을을 떠나 구세주를 찾으러 온 거야. 종말의 재앙? 난 어릴 때부터
Cataclysm, maybe?
구세주를 동경해왔어. 모두의 이야기 속 구세주의 모습은 정말 인상 깊었지.
Your video is lagging? Okay.
근데 너의 금발머리를 처음 본 순간 네 모습이 내가 머릿속으로 그려온 구세주의 모습과 완전히 똑같은 거야.
Oh. Okay. So maybe the savior is seeing, or sorry, is either they. I still think it must be Ether. So either she does see Lumine as Ether or doesn't. A little confusing.
그래서 얘를 처음 봤을 때 그렇게 벙쪘던 거구나.
Because she's technically never met Ether. So she's technically never met Ether, at least at this point. Meaning, sorry, my brain is trying to work this out. Okay, meaning it could still be a matter of looking at her and at Lumine, I mean, and seeing Ether.
이상할 것도 없네. 확실히 여행자는 구세주가 될 만한 자격과 능력을 갖췄지. 호칭이라면 이미 수없이 많으니까 하나쯤 더 늘어나도 상관없어.
Welcome back.
아니, 여행자는 아니야.
Oh.
에? 특징이 다 일치한다며. 성별이 달라. 구세주는 소년이랬어.
Oh. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, thank you for at least confirming that for me, game, because it's very confusing right now. Okay.
아휴, 쉽지 않네. 구세주가 되는데 성별 조건까지 있다니.
I think I know who it is. There's someone out there who matches all the requirements.
맞네. 네가 아니면 걔겠구나. 걔? 누구 얘기하는 거야?
My brother.
너 오빠가 있었구나. 세상에, 분명 그 사람일 거야. 부탁이야. 그 사람을 만나게 해줘.
We'd like to meet him too.
우연이라고 해야 할지 모르겠지만 우리도 계속 찾는 중이야. 응? 오빠라며? 휴, 남매 사이가 안 좋다는 걸 자꾸 말하고 싶진 않은데 사실이 그러니까 어쩔 수가 없네.
Aw, Lumine looks sad.
그렇구나. 그치만 너희도 그 사람을 찾고 있다면 우린 협력 관계인 거네? 조금은 희망이 보여.
Have you always believed that Doomsday will come?
응. 재앙은 언젠가 반드시 찾아올 거라고 다들 그렇게 말했거든. 그리고 구세주는 모든 고난으로부터 모두를 구원할 존재야. 나는 그 사람을 늘 동경해왔어.
Oh.
조금 이상하지 않아? 그 종말의 재앙이라는 건 말이야.
I mean, Paimon hasn't caught on, I guess, that this is the past. So he spoke with conviction. I don't think she's lying. Because we know the future. We know the cataclysm is coming. That's their doomsday. Maybe it's another lie spread by the Abyss Order?
저거 봐. 눈을 피하는 걸 보니 뭔가 찔리는 게 분명해. 내가 캐봐야겠어. 딜레르, 왜 그래? 방금 반응이 좀 이상하던데. 혹시 뭐 떠오른 거라도 있어? 나... 그게... 그러니까...
He's blushing though. Wait. Is she... is she into girls? Or into Lumine anyway?
여행자가 내가 줄곧 동경해온 구세주의 모습과 너무 닮아서...
Oh, maybe she's just into the savior. Maybe she would feel this way if she's looking at Ether too.
그리고 아까 내 앞에 서서 나를 위기에서 구해준 생명의 은인이기도 하고...
Oh my goodness.
그래서 지금은 3초 이상 못 쳐다보겠어. 한계야.
Goodness.
무슨 한계?
What limit? How am I supposed to respond to that?
미안, 아무것도 아니야. 대화는 일단 여기까지 하자.
Oh my gosh. Paimon's so innocent.
난 당분간 여기 숨어 있다가 부상이 다 나으면 출발할게. 혹시 구세주를 찾으면 꼭 나한테도 와서 알려줘. 정말 고마워. 혼자 정말 괜찮아? 배고프거나 하지 않겠어?
Won't you get hungry?
난 괜찮아. 이래 보여도 숨는 데는 꽤 소질이 있거든. 배고프면 근처에서 먹을 만한 걸 찾아 먹을 테니까 걱정하지 마. 알겠어. 그래도 꼭 조심해야 해. 정말 의문투성이인 애야. 좀 더 신경 써서 지켜보는 게 좋겠어. 그래도 너한테 꽤 호의적이었으니까 다 나으면 네 오빠 찾는 것도 도와주지 않을까? 당장은 다른 단서가 없으니까 일단 연기주인으로 돌아가자. 전선에 우리 도움이 필요할지도 모르잖아.
Yeah, that girl definitely has a crush on if you have waistline.
난 정말 괜찮아. 조금 시간이 필요할 뿐이야.
Goodness.
연기처럼 피어올라라.
Oh, Yansan's still here.
돌아왔구나. 어때? 수학이 좀 있어? 대단한 수학은 없고 조금 이상한 경험을 하긴 했어. 그럼 아직 전쟁을 끝낼 기회는 못 잡았다는 거네?
No progress yet, I'm afraid.
그래도 괜찮아. 너희가 없는 동안 전쟁은 거의 교착 상태였어. 심연 교단이 더 공격해오지 않았거든. 상대의 의도가 불투명한 이상 우리도 무모하게 공격할 수 없었고. 그래서 지금은 이렇게 대치 상태야. 보초병들이 고생하는 것만 빼면 아직까지 큰일은 없어. 그렇구나. 심연 교단의 속내는 정말 알 수가 없다니까.
What if this is a distraction? I don't think the Abyss Order, according to them, really could wage a full-out war with Natlan. So maybe this is some kind of distraction or method of pushing us into like this situation, which means the Abyss Order would still be behind it. Last time, we don't know what allowed Lumine to go into, like, and relive Ether's memory. What if What if Ether's the one behind it this time? What if he's using the Abyss Order to push her into a corner? Because it seems like the Abyss Order is not making a lot of sense right now. But there's got to be a reason for the things they're doing, right?
저기 여행자.
I don't have a
대신
full thought.
보초관들한테 가서 격려의 말 몇 마디만 해주지 않을래? 계속 교대로 망을 보느라 많이 힘들 텐데 이럴 때 나보다는 대영웅인 네가 격려해주면 훨씬 힘이 날 거야.
And I can't remember the trailer that well, so...
얀사는 너무 겸손해.
Well, since you asked, this is technically my sibling's fault after all.
역시 시원시원하네. 그럼 부탁할게.
Yeah, I don't have like a complete thought about this, but... And I can't remember the trailer exactly, if they showed that Ether has any, like... If he's behind any of this. But...
우리의 영웅 투마인이잖아. 전에 같이 싸웠었는데 기억하고 있으려나?
I feel like this is intentional. I feel like it's gotta be Ether behind it, because he is, you know, the one leading the Abyss Order, so... of course I do.
이야, 이거 영광인걸. 이번 전투에 참여하길 잘했어.
보초 서느라 고생이 많네.
아니야, 괜찮아. 사실 꽤 한가해. 저쪽에서 별다른 움직임이 없거든.
Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
전투에 관한 이상이라면 없어. 다만 조금 전에 심연교단 녀석들이 공격은 안 하고 주변을 서성이는 걸 봤어. 그러고는 이따금 명상 같은 동작을 취하던데 심연교단의 풍습 같은 건가 봐.
Interesting. Meditating. Why? Part of their religion? What if they were... Because you know, like when you do spells or things like that. I know it's not like a spell, right? But like maybe whatever they're doing is part of some ritual or something, and that's related to whatever Ether could be doing here. I don't know. I'm suspicious right now that Ether's behind this.
혹시 몰라서 부족의 샤먼을 불러다가 수상한 점이 없는지 확인해봤는데
Okay, maybe they'll have answers.
특별한 건 없었어. 그래서 단순히 놈들의 신앙과 관련된 거겠거니 하고 말았지.
Yeah, I don't buy that.
그렇구나. 뭐 우리한테 싸움을 걸어오는 것보다야 자기 할 일 하는 게 낫지.
It seems suspicious though. Could this be related to their true objective? Yeah, see, Lumine gets me.
샤먼들이 문제 없다고 했으니까 괜찮지 않을까? 우리에게 위협이 되지만 않으면 무슨 의식을 하든 말든 알 바 아니지 뭐. 어차피 이따가 우리가 총 공격을 가하면 더는 아무것도 못할걸?
이런 게 바로 전력의 차이에서 오는 여유인가? 사기가 엄청 높네. 계속 가보자.
어차피 이따가 우리가 총 공격을 가하면 더는 아무것도 못할걸?
I guess she's not part of this quest.
영웅 투마이니님? 여긴 어쩐 일로 저희를 격려하러 오신 건가요?
Oh, interesting.
아, 어떡하지? 너무 떨려요.
I don't think that's quite what he said in Korean. I think he said like, "Are you here to like observe us or monitor us or something?"
전장에서도
Investigate?
긴장 안 하면서 왜 여행자 앞에선 그렇게 떠는 거야?
그거랑은 다르죠. 전장에 나갈 기회는 얼마든지 있지만
Oh my god.
내 영웅과 1대1로 대화할 기회는 흔치 않다고요.
Oh my god. They just send up hearts for him. That's so funny.
어떻게 긴장을 안 하겠어요? 말 실수하거나 서 있는 자세가 이상하거나 표정 관리를 못해서 영웅님한테 안 좋은 인상이라도 남기면 어떡해요?
Bro.
아무도 네 자세나 표정 가지고 뭐라 안 해.
Baeman is so confused.
아, 네, 알겠어요. 저기 영웅님, 부탁 하나만 드려도 될까요?
사인이라면 물론 해줄게.
당신과 겨뤄볼 수 있을까요?
Oh god.
야, 말투만 소심하지 내용은 하나도 안 소심하잖아. 아까 긴장한 척한 거 다 뻥이지.
What you just said right now wasn't like sheepish at all. I think it's just an act.
아니에요, 그럴 리가요. 그치만 지금 이 부탁을 안 하고 돌아가면 평생 후회할 것 같아서요. 근데 제가 지금 당직 중이라. 페이모님, 잠깐 저 대신 보초 좀 서주시면 안 될까요?
Oh God.
또 소심한 말투로 말도 안 되는 부탁을 하잖아.
I think it's a fair request. What are you waiting for? Bring it on.
으악!
This guy, you'll be no match. I know, right? Oh. Oh. They're really going all in with the cinematics. The music.
이길 거라고 생각하진 않았지만 이렇게까지 격차가 클 줄이야.
Just literally one hit.
그래도 영웅 투마이니와 결혼 일은 평생 자랑거리로 삼을 거예요.
Was it really a
오늘 정말
spar?
왠지했네요.
Is it really a spar?
어째 싸우고 나니까 말투가 완전 바뀌었다.
사나이는 몸으로 대화하는 법이니까요. 이제 영웅님과 가까워졌으니 긴장할 필요가
This
없죠.
guy is so funny.
나는 너랑 대화하기 싫어졌어.
Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary?
아니요. 이상한 점이나 심연 교단의 수상한 동향은 포착되지 않았습니다.
역시 이쪽도 똑같네. 한 바퀴만 더 돌고 돌아가자.
That was weird. Very entertaining though.
왔구나. 어때? 보초병들한테 보고받은 거 있어?
One slash girl. Yes. You're back. So did the guards find anything? Okay.
별로 중요한 정보는 없었어. 심연교단 녀석들이 근처에서 명상 같은 걸 한다는데 특별히 해가 될 것 같지는 않대. 그리고 그 칸탈라라고 하는 보초병 말인데.
Paimon is
어?
really like holding a grudge. Ignore Paimon. He wasn't a problem.
여행자 왔어? 왜 아무도 날 안 깨운 거야?
Paimon is being quite protective of travelers, isn't she?
그 모습을 보아하니 취한 널 깨우는 건 쉽지 않았을 거야, 시틀라리. 난 취한 상태여도 정신은 멀쩡하거든. 뭔가 앞뒤가 안 맞는 것 같지만. 아무튼 방금 심연교단이 명상을 한다고 하지 않았어? 맞아! 시틀라리! 뭔가 짚히는 거 있어? 방금 꾼 꿈이 뭔가 이상했어.
Oh.
어렴풋한 감각이지만 나타의 짐에게 잡음 같은 게 섞여 들어간 듯한 느낌.
The ley lines again. Okay. The ley lines again. I think the ley lines definitely have something to do with this. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's a more advanced technology, but I am also reminded of Raiden's A's second story quest. Because in her second story quest, due to a disorder with the ley lines, we were able to interact with fragments from the past during the cataclysm, and they could also interact with us. So maybe this is a more advanced way of controlling that disorder. Maybe that's what the Abyss Order is doing. And that's why, even though we're still obviously in the present day interacting with Yansan Zitlali and the like, our travelers also able to interact with a Conrian girl. Oops. Right?
잡음?
Anything's possible with the ley lines.
그 잡음이 지맥과 밤의 신의 나라에 실질적인 영향을 주는 것 같진 않았어. 마치 두 개의 차원에서 독립적으로 존재하는 무언가처럼 어떠한 위험도 느껴지지 않았지. 하지만 분명 뭔가 일어나고 있다는 느낌이었어.
Yeah, that's our first major hint of it right now, what she just said, right? A signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. Oh, I think that must be what's going on.
지맥과 밤의 신의 나라의 일에 가장 민감한 시틀라리도 흐릿한 감각밖에 안 느껴진 거야? 그럼 스트라라는 보초병이 부른 샤먼들이 아무것도 못 느낀 것도 당연하네. 얀사, 우리 이따 족장한테 가자. 이렇게 시간 끌어봤자 좋을 게 없어. 슬슬 선제 공격을 해서 놈들을 몰아내야 해. 흑요석 할머니의 제안이라면 족장님도 당연히 동의하시겠지만 병력이 모이려면 아직 시간이 더 필요해요. 전쟁은 만반의 준비를 해야 하니까요.
Sorry. Just gonna fix my model a little bit. I switched positions, so
그런 건 내 소관이 아니니까 너희 마음대로 해. 출발할 때 날 데려가기만 하면 돼.
actually, since you're here, Sitlali, I might as well ask one more question.
뭐가 궁금한데?
Have you ever heard of monsters that are only visible to certain people?
특정 사람에게만 보인다라. 쉽지 않은 문제네. 정신세계를 실체화한 마물? 부정적인 요소가 형태화된 개념체? 아니면 단순히 죽은 마물의 영혼일지도. 그치만 마물의 영혼에 관한 문제는 좀 까다로운데 마물을 어떤 체계에 따라 분리할 건지도 연관돼 있고. 알겠으니까 그냥 결론을 말해줘. 박학다식한 흑요석 할머니. 아니, 난 그냥 생각난 대로 말한 것뿐이라고. 그 말투는 내가 꼭 지식을 과시한 것 같잖아. 결론은 복잡한 상황에서는 그럴 가능성도 있다는 거야. 나도 지금까지 살면서 본 적은 없지만 흑요석 할머니가 한 번도 못 봤을 정도라면 거의 없다고 봐도 되겠다. 그치? 나 그런 소리 들을 만큼 늙진 않았거든.
I agree, it's hard to say what it was for sure.
대체 무슨 일이 있었던 건지 말해줄 수 있어? 뭔가 의미심장한데.
Tell the two about what happened?
마물이 보이게 된 계기가 손을 잡는 것? 너무 의도적이지 않아?
Wow, she's here really as a tool for the writers to call themselves out,
에? 지금 신경 쓰이는 게 그거야?
breaking the fourth wall.
신체 접촉이 포인트인가 보네. 그땐 그게 손을 잡는 형태였고.
I think though it's also like fan servicey because I do feel like Sitlali is one of the major like fan service characters at this point. We just have to acknowledge it. But I think like they're having her act jealous with the pouting, right? Because she's supposed to have this special relationship with the traveler.
내가 신경 쓰이는 건 그 사람이 네 가족, 그러니까 심연 교단의 현 지도자를 구세주라고 믿는다는 거야. 그 사람이 어느 편일지 의심할 수밖에 없어. 그 사람의 과거도 말처럼 그렇게 단순할지 의문이고. 아무래도 전쟁 중이라 나도 모르게 의심이 많아졌나 봐. 미안. 아니야. 나도 얀사 말이 일리 있다고 생각해.
Yeah, if I was Yansan, I would be a little suspicious too.
어쨌든 썩 좋은 사람은 아닌 것 같아. 그 말은 전혀 근거가 없어 보이는데.
Yeah, I think they're definitely playing up the Sitlali is jealous that Traveler held another girl's hand. You didn't look at her as fan service? I think it's like pretty obvious. It's not like in a way that I'm like, oh yay, I like it. It's just more like I definitely see the way that they write about her and the Traveler, that they have like, it's very similar to how they write Ayaka and the Traveler. Like an insta bond. She's Traveler is the only like character that she's like really been able to connect with in the many years of her life. And she has like lots of moments where she's very flustered, and now we're also seeing moments of her being jealous. Do you think she's a spy?
글쎄, 하지만 그 사람한테만 마무리 보였던 거나 혼자서 헤매고 있었던 거, 적의 우두머리를 구세주라고 부른 것만 봐도 최소한 경계하면서 계속 지켜볼 필요는 있어 보여. 이렇게 듣고 보니 걔를 그 동굴에 혼자 두는 건 좀 아닌 것 같아.
Ayaka and Nilu you can see as fan servicey, but yeah, that makes sense. I actually see Nilu as less fan servicey than I see like Ayaka. I actually think Sumeru didn't have a lot of that type of fan service. There were certain scenes with Deha, but it's not constant. And Deha very much has her own life outside of the Traveler. And also like other people that she's interested in. Deha has a lot of other like interests. And I actually feel the same or similarly about Nilu. I feel like Nilu doesn't strike me as blatant. There's a level of fan service to her, but I don't think it's as blatant. I actually think the Ayaka discussion and stuff when Nilu came out was what was driving that narrative that Nilu was all fan service, but I really didn't actually see that. I actually think though Sumeru was our most male-centric region in a way, right? there was just a lot of emphasis on the dynamics of the male characters in Sumeru that it didn't feel as fan servicey compared to like other regions.
어차피 병력이 모여서 출격할 때까진 시간이 좀 걸리니까 괜찮으면 다시 한번 가보는 게 어때? 조심해서 나쁠 건 없잖아.
That's just an impression though. Might as well. She seems to trust me after all.
좋았어. 그럼 그 틸레르라는 신경 쓰이는 애를 다시 만나러 가보자.
But yeah, the way that Sitlali keeps interacting. Oh, they're still here.
왜 하필이면 손을 잡는 거냐고. 무슨 전개가 이래?
Yeah, see this line? See this line? Super fan servicey. She's like very particularly upset about them having held hands. God, writers, please.
난 원래 의심이 많지는 않지만 그래도 부족의 안전이 제일 중요하니까.
So funny, right? Wow, Sitlali, please. Yeah, often like I indulge in like the fan service stuff that I like just because, you know, it's to my preference or like I pretend something was done for me or whatever. And then some characters I think are just very objectively written to be a bit more fan servicey. Not like all the time, and it's not to say there isn't depth. Like I don't think that Lolly's only purpose is to be there for, you know, fan service or like romantic like interest. I just think that it's clearly still a big part of her character writing.
다시 여기로 돌아왔네. 틸레르는 아직 안에 있겠지?
Because yeah, I do still love Sitlali outside of all the fan service. I like her as a character.
너무 조용한데. 단언하긴 그렇지만 만약 얀사의 추측이 맞다면 여기 얌전히 숨어 있을 리가 없을 거야.
Let's stay quiet and moving carefully. Oh!
조심해.
Oh! Look at that! I like this. That's just a really cute shot. Aww. Wow, also, Lumine's arms are strong. Shoot, maybe Deardith really is a...
미안. 너였을 줄이야. 인기척이 느껴지길래 마무리 온 줄 알고 그만. 많이 아팠지? 진짜 미안해. 내가 너무 긴장하고 있었나 봐.
If I thought it would hurt, I would have tried to dodge. And somehow it still hurt less than I expected. Oh my god. She just called her weak. She just said you hit like a girl. You didn't see the fan service because you were more focused on Sitlali's relationship with Oron. Yeah, like we all have like kind of blind spots too. I just pay a lot of attention in general to like characters' various interactions and things like that. I have a friend who's like super like single-minded with her focus, like in ways that are even worse than I am sometimes. She didn't notice that the center of EXO wasn't her favorite because like her eyes were always on him, so she just always assumed he was at the center. And I'm like, no, the center is Kai. And she's like, what do you mean? Isn't it Sehun? I'm like, no, it's never been Sehun. And so I've seen stuff like that. I understand it. But yeah, like I think because my interest as well in Sitlali is just the center is Sitlali. So I pay attention to all of the interactions that she has. And I notice, like, I love her dynamic with Ororon, but it is, yeah, it's very obviously, you know, that's not romantic. That's just super cute and grandma like. And then I notice her interactions with Mavika, and then I notice her interactions with Traveler. And there's always been this ever since her story quest and whatever events surrounded that, there's always been a particularly romantic coded type of writing to it. It feels definitely more like a one-sided kind of crush, because I actually feel there's more reciprocity between Traveler and Ayaka. But yeah, with Sitlali, it feels more like a one-sided crush for sure. If I thought it would have hurt, oh, I read that. Yeah, she just said you hit like a girl.
순간 너한테 정말로 속은 줄 알았어. 우리 마물로 착각한 거였구나. 뭐 우리가 말도 없이 살금살금 들어온 탓도 있긴 하지. 사실 너희가 떠난 뒤로 마물이 찾아올까봐 계속 마음 졸이고 있었거든.
Oh, that's so stressful.
지금은 발을 다쳐서 움직이기도 어렵고.
Yeah, and because my ankle is hurt, moving is hard.
여기는 요리를 할 만한 환경도 아니라서 아마 1시간 반 정도면 굶어 죽을 거야.
Oh, she was so sure that she'd be all right too, and she's not.
시간이 완전 구체적이야. 그래서 아까 때릴 때 힘이 없었구나. 배가 고파서 기운이 빠진 거였어. 너 혼자서는 얼마 못 버틸 거 뻔히 알면서 왜 우리가 떠날 때 자신만만하게 괜찮다고 우긴 거야. 그게 생명의 은인에게 너무 나쁜 인상을 남기고 싶지 않아서.
But we're not even the savior that you're thinking of. The Lumine isn't even the savior that you're thinking of.
이미 한 번 도움을 받았는데 그 이상 폐를 끼치는 건 도저히 용납이 안 돼서 그랬어. 으휴. 네가 폐를 끼치면 얼마나 끼친다고. 대체 왜 그랬어? 이유라면 이미 다 말했는데.
Could she really just be an injured civilian?
있잖아. 혹시 괜찮으면 먹을 것 좀 만들어주지 않을래?
Ah. Sure, I know just the recipe. Only takes an hour and a half.
나도 마침 배고팠어. 가자. 나랑 여행자의 식사 자리에 초대해줄게.
Poor girl.
배부르다. 이걸로 굶어 죽을 운명에선 해방이야. 또 네가 나를 구해줬네.
No trouble at all.
틸레르 너 진짜 잘 먹더라.
Oh my gosh.
이렇게 멀리까지 올 힘이 거기서 났구나.
That was so cute. The animation of her eating was so funny.
엄청 자제했는데도 이런 이미지를 남겨버렸어.
Okay, girl.
벌써 날이 어두워졌네. 여기 밤하늘 진짜 예쁘다.
That's cute.
그러게. 나 너희가 있어서 정말 다행이야. 그동안 계속 동굴에 숨어 지내서 그런지 바깥 공기가 더 상쾌하게 느껴져. 별하늘도 평생 본 것 중에 제일 아름다워. 별로 오래 숨어 있진 않았는데.
But she thought she was gonna starve to death. The time probably passed unbearably slowly.
어렸을 땐 자주 집 지붕에 누워서 별하늘을 바라봤어. 그러다 문득 이 별하늘이 정말 진짜일까? 하는 의문이 들었지.
Wait, why would she think that? Does she know about the false sky?
그렇지만 할머니는 그 의문에 의미가 없다고 했어.
Why would she know about the false sky?
우리 마을 사람들처럼 태어나서 죽을 때까지 마을에서만 사는 사람에겐 마을이 곧 세계의 전부래. 마찬가지로 우리가 평생 이 별하늘 아래에서만 살 수 있다면 이 별하늘이 우리에겐 진실이랬어. 알 것 같으면서도 잘 모르겠어. 지금 나에겐 여행자와 함께하는 여행이 내 세계의 전부인 것처럼 말이야.
Aww. That seems kind of right, but also not really.
난 나의 세계가 정말 소중해. 아주 오랜 세월 속에 마을의 모든 것과 기억 속의 풍경, 그리고 어릴 적부터 동경한 구세주의 이야기가 나의 전부야. 그치만 난 할머니의 말엔 동의하지 않아. 비록 내 세계는 작지만 그 밖에서 어떤 일이 펼쳐지고 있는지 알고 싶어. 파이팅 넘치는데? 구세주를 찾는 여정에 오른 게 바로 그 첫걸음이야. 내 두 눈과 두 발로 나의 세계를 조금씩 넓혀나갈 거야. 별 하늘 밖에 닿을 때까지.
If Ether is really behind this, what does he want to tell us with Diridit's story? Especially if we know how it ends. Are we supposed to feel sad because her hopes and her dreams of reaching that bigger world were cut short? And that reminds me of the Inazuma storyline, right? How Ayaka manipulated the traveler into caring by sending the traveler on a mission to help the people who had lost their visions, to see how cruel like the vision hunt decree was. Is this Ether's attempt to show Lumine like one life that was lost because of what the heavenly principles did, the punishment that they cast upon Conria?
그때가 되면 내 어릴 적 의문에 대한 답도 찾을 수 있겠지?
Beyond the stars.
어쩌면 그땐 다른 세계의 사람과 이렇게 앉아서 이야기 나눌 수 있을지도 몰라.
Girl.
설명하려면 골치 아프니까 그 소원을 이미 이뤘다는 사실은 일단 비밀로 해두자.
You mean the heavenly principles? I do.
구세주를 찾아서 나의 세계와 그 세계를 넓힐 기회를 지키는 것.
Oh no. She's Conrian though. Oh no.
내가 아는 범위 내에서 이보다 더 의미 있는 일은 없어. 그래서 나 진심으로 노력하고 있어. 어느새 나까지 널 응원하고 싶어졌어. 미안. 할머니를 닮아서 배가 부르면 말이 많아지는 편이라.
The more we chat, the more convinced I am that she's not a bad person. And it doesn't sound like she's been brainwashed by the Abyss Order. Maybe we can afford to trust her? Yeah, she seems like a sweet girl.
잠깐만. 쉿. 또 왔어. 녀석들이야.
Oh.
어디? 설마 또 보이지 않는 적인가?
In that case, guess we gotta try that trick again. Despite Sitlali's objection. Ooh. Oh my gosh, this girl. She's already blushing.
이제 보여?
Oh. Yeah, stay back. I'll handle them. Oh, she's using Geo. Oh, to protect them.
아직도 안 보이지만 꼭 조심해야 해.
Oh, that's sweet. That's kind of cool. How Lumine was able to do that.
받을 필요 없어. 불타올라라. 등장. 빛나라. 차, 차,
I hate when we're at like an angle because I can't see shit. It's not like I ever aim my camera properly, you know? Wait, where'd it go?
나와서 일해. 차.
Oh, 217k.
다 해치웠나 보구나. 네가 허공에 대고 싸우는 모습이 슬슬 익숙해지려고 해. 틸레르, 괜찮아? 틸레르, 많이 놀랐어? 괜찮아. 잠깐 멍 때려서 그래. 방금처럼 위험한 상황에서 멍을 때리다니. 너 보기보다 꽤 강심장이구나. 아니야, 그냥 날 지켜주는 사람의 뒷모습을 최대한 머릿속에 새겨두려던 것뿐이야. 그게 예의인 것 같아서.
Girl, please.
그래.
Paimon is like so confused. Paimon is definitely asexual, aromantic. Paimon is not understanding any of this.
다른 마물도 안 보이고 시간도 늦었는데 오늘 밤은 여기서 쉬고 가지 않을래? 괜찮은 제안인 것 같아. 어때, 여행자?
I'm personally satisfied that Diridith isn't a threat, but it can't hurt to monitor her for another night.
좋아.
Paimon is so innocent, right?
틸레르, 왜 혼자 먼저 들어가고 그래?
Relax and drift into a deep sleep. Soon a vivid dream fills your mind. Ooh. Dude, Dainsleif still isn't here yet, though. What is happening? This is the Night Kingdom? No! Oh my god! He's already here! What's he doing? He's talking to... Oh! Bro, what are you doing? Aether and the Lord of the Night? Oh my gosh, voiced. My head, it hurts. Voice this, please. Headache, it's gone. I think I hear a voice in the darkness.
종말의 재앙이란 이름이 어울리겠네.
What's that voice?
붉은 하늘,
Whose voice is this?
모든 것을 도륙하는 짐승무리. 끝없는 고통과 되돌릴 수 없는 저주.
Rhine-daughter?
그리고 구세주의 탄생.
Doesn't sound like Alice. I always suspect like a Hexen Circle witch. Oh. Dream I just had. Oh.
깼구나. 그게 미안. 방금은 일부러 그런 게 아니라
She holding my hand?
그냥 네가 악몽을 꾸는 것 같길래 괴로워 보여서.
You're not familiar with the Korean voices? Yeah.
그래서 손을 잡은 거야. 조금이나마 안심이 될까 하고. 내가 악몽을 꿀 때 가족들이 그렇게 해줬었거든.
That's sweet.
그런데 너한텐 효과가 없는 것 같더라. 오히려 역효과였을지도. 진짜 미안해.
I don't know. Ow. Oh my god, my ankle. It's hard to tell when the dream switched, but the headache suddenly disappearing. What if that was because of Diridith's touch?
그래?
Oh my gosh, Paimon.
너 설마 여행자한테 무슨 짓 하려던 건 아니지?
Yeah, Paimon is not getting this at all. Paimon is not picking up on the hints.
아니야. 나 완전 이성적인 사람이거든. 그게 이성이랑 무슨 상관인데?
Oh my gosh, Paimon does not understand at all. This is so funny. I can't remember anything. What did I see in my dream just now? Oh my god, that's so funny. think I saw Ether in the Night Kingdom at the very start of the dream. I can't remember what happened next. Yeah, so innocent. She's like, what do you mean by self-control? Meanwhile, Deridith is like fighting the urge to like kiss Lumine. Never mind. If the memory is gone, I can't force myself to remember it. I'm gonna go back to sleep. We can catch up tomorrow morning.
이 난리를 겪고 나니까 잠이 안 와. 너 먼저 자. 남은 시간 동안 내가 얘를 잘 감시할게.
Aww. Paimon is suspicious, but for the wrong reasons.
내가 진짜 그렇게 수상해 보여?
Deridith is like, I swear I'm not a pervert. And Paimon is like, what do you mean?
상하기 쉬운 것부터 먼저 먹어야 돼. 잘 구별할 수 있지? 그 정도는 구별할 수 있어. 고마워 얘들아. 잘 먹을게. 3일 정도면 부상도 다 나을 거야. 그럼 다시 구세주를 찾으러 가보려고. 그래. 그럼 우리 먼저 가볼게. 다음에 또 봐, 틸레르. 잘 가. 아니, 잠깐만. 이렇게 헤어지는 거야? 그럼 앞으로는 어떻게 연락해?
Are we separating? Can I contact
내
you?
말은 혹시라도 내가 먼저 네 가족을 찾으면 어떻게 알려주냐는 뜻이야. 그건 그렇네. 우린 목적이 같으니까. 근데 우린 정해진 주소가 없는데. 이렇게 하자. 그땐 마비카한테 편지를 보내줘. 그럼 마비카가 사람을 보내서 우리한테 전해줄 거야. 마비카? 마비카?
Hold on. I think I see something over there. Oh yeah, this is like definitely, she's definitely from the past. She has like no idea who Mavika is. She's definitely not from around here.
심연교단 녀석들이 여기까지 왔어. 그런데 움직이는 모양새가 왠지 행군보단 도망에 가까운 것 같은데?
Is Dainsleif gonna appear now? They're running away from someone. Is it Dainsleif? That would be funny.
어디? 지금 무슨 소리야?
She can't see the monsters this time.
안 보여? 심연교단 녀석들이 이쪽으로 오고 있잖아.
Wait a second.
안 보여. 이번엔 내가 마물을 못 보게 된 건가?
I bet the tried and tested method will allow you to see them. More hand-holding.
우와, 진짜네? 이제 보여. 네가 전에 했던 말이 이제 믿어져. 이런 느낌이었구나. 희한하네. 틸레르 문제인지 마물 문제인지 모르겠어. 아니면 우리 문제인가? 어쨌든 마주친 이상 여기서 녀석들을 막자. 부족의 위협이 되지 않도록.
Oh, she's got I'm glad they gave her a different sword than the dull blade.
해치웠다.
One slash girl.
녀석들 사기가 났던데. 진짜 여기까지 도망 온 건가? 이제 주변에 다른 적은 없지? 진짜 신기하다. 네 손에 닿아야만 보인다니.
Believe me, I'm as baffled as you are. The plot thickens. Turns out there are also monsters which I can see, but Deridith can't.
그나저나 저기 움직임이 너무 미심쩍어. 설마 전선에 무슨 일이 생긴 건 아니겠지? 얀사 쪽이 걱정돼. 빨리 연기 주인으로 돌아가자. 틸레르, 또 봐. 우리 먼저 가볼게. 응, 잘 가. 둘 다 조심히 다녀.
All very mysterious. No Dainsleif yet. I was hoping that, you know, the monsters were just running from him and he would show up, but I guess not.
얀사, 우리 왔어. 오면서 심연교단 녀석들을 많이 마주쳤어. 전선은 괜찮아? 무슨... 전선은 이미 무너졌어. 뭐?
Did the Abyss Order send in reinforcement?
아니, 당황하지 마. 무너진 건 적의 전선이야.
Oh my god. Yan-san! Don't scare us like that!
깜짝이야. 저쪽 전선이 무너진 건 좋은 일이잖아. 근데 표정이 왜 그렇게 심각해?
Did we finally launch an attack? Did we unleash the Pyro Archon's might on them?
아니, 병력은 아직 모이는 중이고 우리도 아무 행동을 취하지 않았어. 그 그래서 나도 처음엔 어떻게 된 일인지 몰랐는데
Is it Dainsleif this time?
방금 막 보초병의 보고를 받았어. 상대의 전선이 무너지는 과정을 전부 목격했다더라. 대체 어떻게 된 거래?
Is it Dainsleif? Did he see Dainsleif?
누군가 혈혈 단신으로 굶주린 짐승처럼 적진에 뛰어들어 전장을 거침없이 휩쓸었다.
It's definitely Dainsleif. It's gotta be Dainsleif. One person.
그자는 전대미문의 힘으로 처음 보는 검수를 구사했으며 정신을 차렸을 때 심연 교단은 이미 초토화된 상태였다.
Alright, I got it. I think I know what happened.
보초병의 말을 그대로 전하자면 이래. 다소 과장된 부분도 있겠지만 문제는 그게 아니야. 중요한 건 그자의 정체지. 중립 세력의 인물이라면 이 정도의 수준의 강자를 어떤 태도로 대해야 좋을지 모르겠어. 그게 지금 내 고민이야.
What I'm worried about.
저기 너무 고민하지 않아도 될 것 같아. 네 이야기만 들어도 누군지 짐작이 가거든. 안 그래도 심연교단이 이 난리를 피우는데 왜 아직 안 나타나나 했어.
Yeah, who else could it be?
데인슬레이프.
She said the line. It is Dainsleif. Let's go. Okay, so I wasn't completely wrong. It wasn't Dainsleif that came right away, but he was involved, and we are about to see him. So I'll take it. I'll take that as a prediction that I got kind of right. Uh-oh. And then I immediately... Oh, yay. Thank goodness I have Ollie on the team. Yep.
너희 날 기다렸나?
오랜만이야, 데인. 그렇게 큰 소동을 벌였으니까 당연히 네가 왔구나 했어. 그리고 여기 우리의 나타 친구 대표인 연사가 직접 감사 인사를 전하고 싶대. 만나서 영광이에요, 데인슬레이프 씨. 교착 상태를 타파해 주셔서 감사해요. 당신 같은 강자가 같은 편에 서주시니 정말 든든하네요.
감사 인사는 됐어. 시면 교단을 섬멸하는 건 나 자신을 위해서니까.
너무 불편하게 생각하지 말아줘, 연사. 맨날 저런 식으로 말하지만 사실 속은 착해.
He's just a tsundere.
신경 안 써. 우회조의 얀사는 힘을 따르고 이분에게 무례를 범할 의도가 없다는 것도 느껴지니까 이분을 알게 돼서 기뻐. 얘 친구랑 오랜만에 재회한 거니까 얘기 나눌 시간이 필요하지? 자리 비켜줄 테니까 편하게 대화 나눠. 전쟁이 끝난 건 아니니까 얀사도 아직 바쁘겠네. 이따 또 보자, 얀사. 야, 데인 너 우리 친구한테 좀 살갑게 대해줘.
얀사라고 했나? 이름은 기억해두지. 7신의 백성과 교류할 땐 너무 많은 감정을 쏟지 않는 게 내 원칙이야.
Oh my god, this guy. Fine, since you helped break the stalemate, we'll let you off the hook.
정말이지. 됐어. 아무튼 데인, 뭐 알아낸 정보 있어? 심연교단의 이번 목적이라든가.
지금까지 시면 교단이 이렇게 대규모로 움직인 적은 없었어. 언뜻 보면 무모해 보이는 행동이야. 놈들도 현저한 전력차를 모르지 않을 텐데 숨겨진 의도가 있는 게 분명해.
I'm telling you, this is all a plot in order to distract people and give like either an opportunity to get into Lumine's head and I guess can, like, you know, show her once again what the Conrians like lost and pull her to his side. That is my current theory. Don't have the details though on how that's gonna work with this, but
시간을 들여 조사하고 시면 교단 놈들을 붙잡아 신문도 해봤지만 이번 건은 보안이 아주 엄중한 듯하더군. 거의 아무런 단서도 얻지 못했어. 안 좋은 예감이 들어. 시면 교단이 이 정도 대가를 치르면서까지 나타를 공격했다는 건 배우의 목적에 그만한 가치가 있다는 뜻일 테니까.
그럼 이제 어떻게 하지, 데인?
정보가 부족한 이상 지금으로선 싸우는 것 외에 더 나은 대책은 없어. 놈들이 무슨 짓을 꾸미고 있든 시면 교단이 병력의 희생을 감수할 생각이라면 난 그 희생을 극대화시킬 거야.
Oh,
놈들이 만약
Oops,
이번
sorry.
기회를 이용해 시면교단의 병력을 대폭 썰어내서 놈들이 이런 규모의 작전을 두 번 다시 펼치지 못하게 된다면 충분히 수지 맞는 일이지.
the sooner we could do that, the better.
맞아. 놈들이 목적을 달성하기 전에 해치우면 더할 나위 없지.
대인에게 있어서 심연교단 녀석들을 한꺼번에 해치우는 것만큼 속 시원한 일은 없을 거야. 그치?
그래.
우와, 대인이 이렇게 솔직하게 나오는 경우는 드문데.
Sounds like Dane's one-man attack on the enemy front has put him in a good mood.
너희 쪽은 어때? 쓸만한 단서는 찾았나?
단서라면 여행자의 오빠가 가지고 있던 우주선 수면 장치 열쇠를 비옥한 터전 근처에서 발견했어.
직접 나타해온 건가? 하긴 이 정도 규모의 작전이라면 왔어도 이상하지 않지.
거기서 이상한 여자애도 한 명 만났어. 우리한텐 안 보이고 걔한테만 보이는 마물이 있더라. 또 반대로 어떤 마물은 우리한테만 보였어. 그리고 그 애는 구세주를 찾는다고 했는데 그 구세주가 여행자랑 똑 닮았대. 아마 여행자의 오빠가 아닐까 싶어.
그 소녀가 그를 구세주라고 불렀다?
See, I'm paying attention. I remembered. Like, that the savior is an important moniker. I'm actually really surprised Lumine didn't.
뭐 짚히는 거라도 있어, 대인?
그 호칭을 마지막으로 들은 건 켄니아 재앙 전이야. 그리고 확실히 그건 내 오빠를 가리키는 단어였어.
See, Lumine?
켄니아 재앙 이후로 구세주의 존재를 믿는 사람은 없을 거라고 생각했다만 뭐 모르는 일이지.
That term's been around even before the cataclysm?
하지만 얘 오빠는 계속 왕자 전하라고 불린 거 아니었어? 구세주라는 호칭은 어떻게 생긴 거야?
여행자의 가족이 켄니아의 왕자 신분을 받은 시기. 거문왕과 켄니아 궁정 사람들은 그가 켄니아에 가져다 줄 힘을 널리 선전했어. 그만 있으면 모든 고난이 구원받고 켄니아에 아무도 상상할 수 없는 밝은 미래가 찾아올 것처럼 말이야. 구세주라는 호칭은 바로 그 시기 이런 논조를 믿는 자들이 왕자를 부르는 애칭이었어. 물론 결말은 너희도 알겠지. 지금 생각해보면 그건 힘을 향한 검은왕의 욕망이 반영된 모순투성 이름에 불과해.
Our poor brother was used.
그때 켄니아 사람은 그 정도로 걔한테 희망을 걸었구나.
Is that why Ether is so determined to revive the homeland? Because he thinks he failed as Conrian savior? That certainly doesn't explain everything. Other reasons.
그 소녀의 정체에 대해 간단히 추측해볼까?
Oh. Go.
어쩌면 불사의 저주에 걸린 순혈 켄니아인의 후손이 외딴 마을에 정착했는지도 모르겠군.
Okay. His theory makes sense because he hasn't been seeing what we're seeing. But given that she seems to see things that we can't see, given that she ran back to the same cave where that Helitero ran away, I don't think she's a pure-blooded Conrian. She also said her home was in a village, a remote village. So I don't know. I still think that she's not from this time.
오랜 전설이 잊히지 않고 대대로 전해져 내려와서 지금까지도 여행자의 가족을
She also-
구세주라고 믿고 있는 거지.
She also didn't know who Mavika is despite being in this region.
알겠다. 케이아처럼 말이지. 그럼 그 애의 마을은 외부와 많이 단절된 곳이었나?
I guess like his theory though makes it sound like she's part of a cult, like a small cult of Conrians who still believe in the savior. Oh no.
하지만 그걸로는 마물이 보였다가 안 보였다가 한 문제는 설명이 안 돼.
Yeah, exactly. It's not enough. I still think that she's like something created from the ley lines.
만약 그 소녀에게 유용한 정보가 없다면 일단은 시면교단 쪽에 집중하는 편이 좋겠어.
Very pragmatic.
대인도 오늘은 연기주인에서 묻는 게 어때? 오늘 한바탕에서 피곤할 거 아니야.
생각해보지. 다만 내일 아침엔 반드시 다음 계획을 논의해야 해. 시면교단에 숨 돌릴 틈을 줘선 안 되니까.
Okay. My gosh, it's like almost a full 24 hours. This is fun. I love Archon Quest. I have so much fun speculating. Especially when the Archon Quest is like a traveler and sibling centered one.
야의 출판사 소설은 거의 다 읽어봤어. 이상할 거 없잖아. 별들아 하늘로 돌아가자.
Hello, princess. Yeah, I love Archon Quest. Yeah, they're so fun.
안 돼. 시면 교단에게 그렇게 많은 시간을 줄 수는 없어.
대인이랑 얀사? 전략을 논의 중인 건가? 어느새 많이 친해졌나 봐. 좋은 아침. 무슨 얘기 중이야? 왔구나. 마침 좋은 소식이 있어. 나무사리 정보원이 소식을 보내왔는데 심연 교단의 나타 본부 위치를 알아냈대. 녀석들의 전선이 무너진 후 병력 대부분이 그쪽으로 철수했어. 지휘 중추도 거기 있는 것 같아. 위치는 잿더미 성이야. 딱 심연 교단이 고를 만한 장소네. 그럼 이번이 녀석들을 일망타진할 좋은 기회인가?
Why the Cinder City?
거기 네 오빠가 있을지도 몰라. 응, 병력은 거의 다 모였고 마비카님에게 보고도 보내놨어. 이런 대규모 작전을 독단적으로 결정할 수는 없으니까.
너무 느려. 불필요한 짓이야.
Oh, he did this.
정보를 얻은 즉시 움직여야 해. 1분 1초를 지체할 때마다 시면 교단에게 기회를 주는 셈이라고.
Dang.
이유는 방금 말씀드렸잖아요. 당신 생각은 알지만 나타는 아직 출격할 조건을 갖추지 못했어요.
Hey, how about we split up? We can go ahead.
상관없어. 내가 가면 되니까. 정보에 감사하지.
Oh, there
얀사.
we go.
혼자 가려고? 조금만 기다려보는 게 어때?
Yeah, but it's Dainsleif. He'll be fine.
좋아요. 응원할게요, 데인슬레이프 씨. 에? 너라면 말릴 줄 알았는데. 난 데인슬레이프 씨의 담력과 판단력을 높이 사고 있어. 그리고 이분의 실력이라면 해볼 만하다고 생각해.
I think Yansan's just like, I mean, if you can take care of the problem for us, it won't, like, it may not matter when we get there.
설사 문제가 생겨도 시간만 끌어주면 우리가 곧 지원군으로서 전장에 도착할 거야. 그럼 건승을 빌게요, 데인슬레이프 씨.
그래. 고맙군.
여행자, 데인이 널 보고 있어.
Alright, fine. I'm coming.
아휴, 데인 이 녀석 쿨한 척하려면 끝까지 하라고.
That is pretty funny. He's like, I'll go alone. Looks meaningfully at Traveler. This tsundere. Oh my god, Dainsleif. Assault the Abyss Order Stronghold.
여기야? 심연교단의 나타 본거지가?
시면 교단은 잠복과 진지전에 뛰어나. 이건 내가 지금까지 놈들의 전력을 크게 깎지 못한 이유기도 해. 아, 전투 중에는 내가 널 못 챙길 수도 있으니 유의하고. 시면의 힘으로 작동하는 장치 같은 게 있으면 나를 부르도록 해. 내가 해결하지.
대인이랑 같이 싸우는 건 오랜만이네. 이 조합이라면 얀사가 오기 전에 여길 무너뜨릴 수 있을 거야. 네 오빠를 만날 기회가 있으면 좋겠다. 그럼 출발!
Oh my gosh! Wait, hang on. Wait. Oh, so we can just send him on the field, but we don't get to control? Like, play as him? Aww. That's no fun. Alright, fine. I mean, it is what it is, right? Here.
뻔한 수작.
받을 필요 없어. 강한 별한테 혼나보시지.
뻔한 수작이군.
총 공격을 시작하지. 치치 밑에 계약을 이행해. 파! 차! 파! 차! 캬! 차! 파!
뻔한 수작이군.
시틀라린 이즈파파 공격해.
Yeah, it's not as fun if I can't like have him on the field, like, and play as him. But let's see what happens when you send him out again.
빛나라. 캬! 차! 파! 불타올라라. 이깟 천다위 크지 않아. 이번 본부 공격은 얀사랑 거점을 공격했던 때랑 확연히 달라. 적들이 물
시민교단의 방식과 본부의 구조를 볼 때 이들의 대단추 살아서 돌아간다는 존재는 없었을 거야. 바라던다고. 뻔한 수작.
Basically, he shows up and he just one-shots everything. That is what I'm getting. Oops. That is what I'm getting from how he plays. Like, he shows up and he one-shots everything.
세상을 밝히리.
See? Oh my gosh. So your power with Dainsleaf is you show up, you have him show up, and he just takes care of the problem for you.
뻔한 수작이군.
총 공격을 시작하지.
Yeah, they're definitely just teasing us with this, like, playable but not quite playable name or Dane.
치치 밑에 계약을 이행해.
원한.
마무리는 너희 몫이야.
스네이프. 끈질긴 녀석 같으니 지금은 어디에나 존재한다. 도망도 반항도 모두 헛수고다.
총 공격을 시작하지. 아야! 시틀라린 이즈파파 공격해.
이 앞이 끝인데 아직도 네 오빠의 기운이 느껴지지 않는다. 여길 지키고 있는 건 대체 누구지?
Oh, interesting. He says, not who's calling the shots, but he says, so who is protecting this area? If not, you know, your brother.
여광의 검 데인 슬레이프, 이것이 네가 원하는 것이냐?
그래, 난 너희를 사냥할 기회를 한 번도 놓칠 생각이 없거든.
Very resolved.
여행자의 오빠는 여기 없나? 설마 이 녀석이 본부의 우두머리?
우리를 사냥한다라. 가엾구나 데인 슬레이프. 너에겐 사냥당하는 것조차 사치스러운 바람일 테지.
I mean, aren't you all in the same boat?
네가 오랜 세월 우릴 쫓아 마침내 이뤘던 일도 지금 이 순간 모두 무의미한 것이 되었다. 아느냐?
의미심장한 척구는 말투에 진저리가 나는군. 적어도 지금 체크메이트를 한 건 우리다. 결과는 이미 나왔어.
He says interesting that he uses a chess reference here. But yeah, he says we'll be the one who play the
아직
get the
다른
checkmate.
카드를 숨기고 있나? 아니면 이 판을 뒤집을 다른 요소라도 남아 있는 건가?
단도직입적으로 말하지. 교단의 입장에서 왕자 전하께서는 이미 다른 방식으로 승리를 거두셨다.
What is Ether's plan? What is his real plan?
게다가 이번 전투의 승리만이 아니지. 전하께서는
Interesting.
우리 시면 교단에 오랜 수건을 이루신 것이다.
The Abyss Watcher's greatest wish. That mean
전하께서 은밀히 밤의 신의 나라에 침입하여 밤의 신의 나라가 지맥을 재건했던 경험을 이용해
that's what that's got to do with it. I knew it. I knew he was behind messing with the ley lines.
운명의 배틀로 켄야의 지맥을 다시 엮으셨다.
Wait. To reweave the Okay, that's way further than I was expecting that to go.
운명의 배틀을 사용했다고? 설마 심연교단이 연기주인을 공격한 건 네 오빠가 밤의 신의 나라에 들어가는 걸 감추기 위한 눈속임이었나?
We knew that. That's why they specifically attacked the Masters of the Nightwind.
그래, 즉 켄야는 이미 부활을 마쳤다.
Wait. If it's been revived. How long will it last, though, is the problem, right? Because even if it's been revived, because I was thinking, like, is that why that, like, Deridith is here? But then, like, I don't know. I don't feel like that can last.
데인 슬레이프, 네가 죽인 나의 동료들은 이 500년간의 고통을 잊고 이미 부활한 켄야에서 새로운 삶을 얻을 것이다.
헛소리.
He really doesn't think that it's possible, though. He's saying, like, nonsense.
시시한 녀석이군. 네놈의 거짓말은 허점투성이야.
Oh, he sounds so angry. Isn't there more to reviving a homeland than just reweaving its ley lines?
그러게 중간 단계가 좀 빠진 것 같아. 예를 들면 켄야의 지맥은 어디에 둬?
Yeah, there should be more to it.
이게 그렇게 간단한 일이었으면 심연의 재앙이 닥쳤을 때 마비카랑 카피타노가 고생하지도 않았을걸?
True.
아주 간단한 문제다. 그 부활했다는 켄야는 지금 어디에 있지?
이렇게까지 어리석을 줄은 몰랐군. 아직도 진실을 받아들이지 못하다.
Yeah, exactly what you just said. Yeah.
잘 생각해보거라. 전쟁이 시작되고 나서 지금까지 정말 아무런 이변도 느끼지 못했나?
Deridith. Anything amiss? Are there signs I could have missed?
방금 꾼 꿈이 뭔가 이상했어. 어렴풋한 감각이지만 나타의 지맥에 잡음 같은 게 섞여 들어간 듯한 느낌.
Right. That's Ether.
잡음? 그 잡음이 지맥과 밤의 신의 나라에 실질적인 영향을 주는 것 같진 않았어. 마치 두 개의 차원에서 독립적으로 존재하는 무언가처럼 어떠한 위험도 느껴지지 않았지. 하지만 분명 뭔가 일어나고 있다는 느낌이었어.
I also vaguely remember seeing Ether in the Night Kingdom, facing the Lord of the Night. Wait, that's not all. There were other signs as well.
틸레르에게 보이는 마물은 내겐 직접적으로 보이지 않았고 반대의 경우도 마찬가지였어.
Oops.
틸레르에게 보이는 마물은 내겐 직접적으로 보이지 않았고 반대의 경우도 마찬가지였어. 연기 주인의 보초병 말에 따르면 휴전 때 심연 교단의 여러 신도들은 주변을 돌아다니며 명상 같은 걸 했어.
Yeah, that's not true. I think it's gotta be the last one.
연기
First one, I mean.
주인의 보초병 말에 따르면 휴전 때 심연 교단의 여러 신도들은 주변을 돌아다니며 명상 같은 걸 했어. 연사 시틀라리와 함께 심연 교단의 거점을 공격했을 때 적은 평소와 달리 철수를 택했어.
So it's only revived in a different dimension. That would be interesting. Is that really a victory? Right? If it can't be revived in the same space?
직접적으로 보이지 않았고 반대의 경우도 마찬가지였어.
Assuming he's right, then another possibility arises. Maybe I'm in a different time and space from Diridith. She's Conrian like Dane suspects, then that means this revived Conrian that he speaks of might actually exist. And despite hailing from that separate time and space, Diridith has found a way to communicate with us.
지금 무슨 생각이 들든 쉽게 믿지 마.
Oh.
이런 허무맹랑한 일, 내 두 눈으로 직접 확인하기 전까진 절대 인정 못해.
Damn, the trauma is deep.
지금 해야 할 일은 눈앞에 있는 저놈을 영원히 입 다물게 하는 거야. 어리석은 것들.
지면의 품을 받아들이고 그 세례를 받아라. 아직도 모르겠나. 투정이 무의미하다. 지면은 이미 사명을 완수했어.
내가 나서지.
모두를 지켜줄게.
Dang. Dane's Leaf really just one-shots everything.
다 해치운 건가? 그럼 심연교단의 나타본부를 무너뜨린 거 맞지? 근데 왠지 별로 안 기뻐하는 것 같네. 방금 그 일 때문에 그래? 고민이 많아 보여.
Diridith is the only potential lead we have. I think we should at least talk to her about this.
무슨 말인지 알겠군. 그 여자가 부활한 켄야에 있다고 의심하는 건가?
Yeah.
난 지금도 켄야의 부활이 그렇게 쉽게 이루어졌으리라 생각하지 않아. 하지만 그렇게 해서 네 의구심이 풀린다면
It's got
확인해보는 것도 좋겠지.
it's got to be in a different dimension. It is. I think it might be possible for him to have done something like that, but it's got to be in a different space, right? It can't be in the same, because I just don't see that happening without completely changing everything, right? But then part of me still wants to think that this is the past, because the way that she talks about things, it doesn't feel like, well, I guess if, I don't know, what does it mean to revive Conria? That's another thing, right? Okay, we'll see. We'll find out.
난 여기 남아서 전장을 정리하고 있겠어. 다른 단서를 발견할 수도 있으니까.
Oh, we're separating again. Oh, we had such a short time with Dane's Leaf this time. Oh. Oh, what's this? What's this? What's happening? Oh! Are they gonna end it like this?
어쩐지 처음부터 목소리와 태도가 익숙하더라니. 너의 죽음을 똑바로 확인하지 않은 건
Oh, okay, he's fine.
실수였어.
What is the happening?
너도 불사의 저주를 받았군. 하덴.
Haden? Who's that?
500년 만의 재회인데 넌 여전히 날 이름으로 부르는구나.
Master? Master?
아무리 네가 고귀한 여광의 검이 되었다 한들 지금 내 몸이 더 이상 검을 휘두를 수 없다 한들.
Ooh. A pocket space that revives the past. Yeah, it could be something like that, right? I feel like it can't be in the same dimension at all. So, but is it really a revival, or are we just in the past? You know?
내가 네 검술 스승이었다는 사실은 변하지 않는다. 데인 슬레이프.
과거 네놈의 오만함과 악독함 때문에 존경심 같은 건 진작에 사라졌어.
Whoa.
그런가? 다만 더 이상 싸울 필요는 없겠지. 너나 나나 불사의 저주를 짊어진 몸. 어느 쪽도 서로를 완전히 죽일 수 없으니.
아니, 난 일단 너를 100번쯤 죽일 작정이야.
Jesus, what is his grudge? You would think this is one of the sinners. Oh, okay. All right. All right. They're really going at it. Okay. Oh. They're not done.
드디어 끝인가? 네 녀석, 진심이었군. 악몽에서조차 죽음의 고비를 100번이나 겪은 적은 없건만 과거의 원한을 전부 나 한 사람에게 쏟아부을 셈이냐?
Yeah, he's really venting his frustration.
이건 시면교단의 몫에 불과해. 과거 켄야에서의 것까지 더하면 네 악몽이 얼마나 길고 어두워질지
What did this guy?
상상조차 못할 걸.
What did this guy do?
그래, 그렇겠지. 너도 피곤할 텐데 잠깐 앉아서 얘기나 할까? 와, 옛날 이야기는 싫은가? 하긴 나에게 과거는 안 좋은 기억뿐일 테지.
네가 시면교단 편에 설 줄은 몰랐다 하덴.
Oh.
너희 왕자 전하가 과거 너희를 배신했는데도 말이야.
그래, 켄리아 재앙이 일어났을 때 모두가 구세주의 구원을 바랐지만 그분은 어디에도 보이지 않았지.
Not the word deliver.
설사 그때 그분이 가진 절대적인 시면의 힘이 이미 분열되어 나뉘었다는 걸 알았다 하더라도 우리는 홀로 떠난 그분의 선택에 실망을 금치 못했을 거야. 하지만 난 지금 그분이 하는 모든 일이 그분의 후회가 전부 진심이라고 믿는다.
Yeah, I think our sibling is doing their best. I still think she's a... Me too! I think she's a hilly turtle in the cave too. So that's what I mean by like, I'm not sure if we are looking at a past that is somehow able to interact with us. So a bit different than the Care Bear quest. Because the Care Bear quest, everything went exactly as it did before, right? Or at least very similarly. Like Lumine and Ether seem to behave in very much the same ways. But this one looks like she recognizes Lumine, so that's different. She also seems to be able to interact. And I wonder if it is... It doesn't feel like it's just a memory of the past. I wonder if it is an alternate reality, I guess, where Conria, having been revived, maybe she doesn't remember her time as the Hilly Churl, right? So it's either it is the past or it's the present and the Hilly Churl was revived. I still think she's the Hilly Churl too, though. I guess it's still like the conclusion, right? I still think she's that Hilly Churl from the cave. But yeah, I'm just trying to... I guess I just want the details. I have like a vague idea, but I want the details.
어차피 이제 와서 우리가 누굴 믿을 수 있겠나? 켄리아 사람이 신에게 의지할 수도 없지 않나?
Yeah, but you shouldn't have like, you know, worshipped the abyss.
500년 동안 성격이 많이 바뀌었군. 설마 왕자를 용서할 줄이야.
The previous comment is kind of what you were thinking. Oh, okay, maybe I didn't read it. It's not the past, but more like being hilly churl. Or oh, yeah, I didn't see that. Rhodes' memories, desire not to know about the present, only remembers the past. Yeah, something like that. I think it could be, right?
네가 기사학교에서 흑뱀 검수를 가르치던 시절에 이런 성격이었으면 나도 계속 널 싫어하진 않았을 걸.
The serpent thing again. That makes me think of Skirk.
그런가?
당시 나는 학교에서 내세우는 기사도 정신에 따라 선행을 실천했지만 냉정함이 부족하다는 이유로 체벌을 받아야 했어. 그리고 이름을 언급하고 싶진 않지만 동급생이었던 수르트 알로기도 기사도 정신을 실천하다 박해를 받고
Wait.
사지가 온전치 않게 되었지.
Holy shit, more sinners lore. Okay. So, I think it's very silly that it says like co-student, but whatever. But obviously they trained together. That's why he recognizes Skirk's sword fighting style, because probably he was very familiar with Certologies. I ship it. I'm just gonna say that right off the bat. I ship it already. The spirit of knighthood. So Certology, interesting, has a chivalrous side.
이제 와서 말해봤자 아무 의미
He's also
없겠지.
lost his limbs.
전부 니놈이 연관되어 있었지 하덴.
Oh,
자신의 지위와 거짓 체면을 유지하기 위해 새로운 세대의 기사들을 악랄하게 단합했으니까 말이야.
a corrupt teacher.
왜? 인정하지 않는 건가?
미안하구나 데인 슬레이프. 마음 같아선 그 일들을 진심으로 사과하고 싶다만
The World Serpent was an organization headed by Kevin. Yeah, that's interesting though, because obviously this is a Conrian organization, so that's interesting.
정말로 기억나지 않아. 지금 내 모습을 보거라. 쉬면의 힘에 기대지 않으면 이런 몸조차 유지할 수 없어.
Wow, so he doesn't even remember the wrongs that he might have done.
기억이나 마음, 정신, 감정 따위는 이미 오래전에 달아 망가졌지. 아무리 돌이켜보기 싫은 과거라도 외면하고 싶은 기억일지라도 나는 진심으로 떠올리고 싶다. 이대로 다른 사람이 되어버릴까봐 두렵거든. 그러니 내가 저지른 일은 제대로 사과하고 싶다. 그 시절 켄리아에 관한 기억을 조금만 더 말해주겠나?
Oh, he didn't fight Dainsleif because he was trying to beat him. He just wanted to hear stories.
하긴 나까지 네 성격이 변한 걸 눈치챌 정도였으니 기억은 인격을 구성하는 중요한 부분이지.
Oh, so is that why like Dainsleif is turning around? He feels like he won't be satisfied even if he does hurt him right now because he's not the same person. But yeah, memories being crucial to identity. That's a theme that we've explored with Father's story quest.
그 시절 켄리아에 관한 기억이라.
Oh, is he actually gonna tell him? Memories, everything etched into his heart are gradually brought back to the forefront. Simply recalling everything seems to take a long
떠오르는 기억이 많은가 보군. 켄리아의 황금 시대에 관해 얘기해 줄 수 있겠나?
아니, 나한텐 그럴 시간도 호의도 남아있지 않아.
그런가? 아쉽지만 이 정도면 됐어. 내가 듣지 못하더라도 운명의 배틀이 듣는다면 그걸로 충분해.
Why?
운명의 배틀. 말해. 대체 무슨 짓을 한 거냐?
Oh my.
다시 한번 사과하마 데인 슬레이프. 아까 한 말은 거짓이 맞아.
Oh,
나로서는 너의 통찰력을 이겨낼 수가 없더군.
okay. So he did not revive.
켄리아의 부활은 아직 이루어지지 않았고
Okay.
또 아직 다 엮이지 않았어.
Fake out then. All right. So not revived. Then she probably does exist to a memory of the past.
지맥은 모든 기억의 집합체. 과거 켄리아의 지맥을 엮으려면 그 시대 켄리아에 관한 거의 모든 기억이 필요하지. 운명의 배틀은 기억이라는 원료가 없으면 아무것도 엮을 수 없어.
Ah, makes sense.
그래서 우리는 시면 교단 전원의 기억을 긁어모아 당시 켄리아의 모습을 최대한 복원하려 했다.
Ah, that's why he wanted him to tell stories. So it wasn't just to reminisce. He wanted Dainsleif's stories in order to carry out the mission. Yeah, it was a bluff.
지금 이 순간에도 운명의 배틀은 돌아가고 있는 건가? 전에 교단 놈들이 하던 명상은 배틀의 원료를 공급하기 위한 거였고.
Ah, so the meditation is part of a ritual. Okay. Wait, hang on though. I think I could still be right about my initial, like, I thought maybe the meditation that they were doing is part of a ritual in order to fuel whatever Ether is doing, in order to present, I guess, Deredith to Lumine. And that could be it. Right?
그래, 500년 후의 유민인 우리가 함께 꿈속의 나라를 엮어 현실로 가져온다. 이 얼마나 위대하고 낭만적인 계획인지.
That's interesting.
하지만 아쉽게도 500년이라는 세월은 우리의 기억을 거의 다 마모시켜버렸어. 이 몇 안 되는 원료만으로는
Oh, that's
불완전한
not.
세계밖에 엮지 못할 터였지.
That's not good news for Dirdith.
그래서 날 떠올린 건가? 줄곧 너희를 사냥해온 적을.
그래, 너에겐 네 형이 남겨준 반지가 있으니까 그가 네 육체를 몇 번이고 다시 재생해주지.
His brother gave him a protective ring.
네 기억도 마모는 있겠지만 넌 켄야의 유민 중 마모가 가장 덜한 사람일 거다.
Oh.
어떤 대가를 치르더라도 설사 교단의 모든 전력을 미끼로 삼아서라도 네 머릿속에 있는 기억만은 손에 넣어야 했어.
날 이곳으로 유인해서 명상 상태로 이끄는 게 너희의 진짜 목적이었나?
Oh.
됐어. 너희의 모든 병력을 내 머릿속의 기억 한 줌과 맞바꾸겠다면 나쁘지 않은 거래요.
Oh.
고맙군. 운명의 배틀 하나에 매달려 이렇게 많은 말을 희생하다니 썩 좋은 수는 아니야.
하지만 적어도 전하께선 대국에 참여할 자격을 가지셨지. 게다가 방금 네 도움 덕에 운명의 배틀로 새로운 켄야의 지맥을 완성하셨다.
New Conria.
니놈들이 흠모에 맞지 않는 전하 얘기는 일단 접어두지. 방금 어떤 대가를 치르더라도 라고 했나?
Oh, what's he gonna ask for?
그럼 날 속인 대가로 100번쯤 더 죽을 각오는 됐겠지.
Oh. So he got the memories just by having Dainsleif recall them in this moment. He got the memories. That's weird. I don't know how he would have done that, but oh. So now, are we gonna get the brother reveal? Are we gonna finally see what he's been doing? Let's go to Dirdith first.
다행이다. 아직 저기 있어.
That's crazy. I could not have predicted the Dainsleif stuff. Oh!
클레르, 괜찮아? 무슨 일 있어?
Oh my god. But what they recreate is the cataclysm. Oh no. Are we gonna see the cataclysm? Oh my gosh. Wait. Faith. Right? Asmodee had a hand in the destruction of Conria with her powers of control over space. So that's why we have the cubes, right? Is this where Dirdith right now? So she really is. So she is from the past.
우리는 같은 세계 사람이 아니지? 응. 난 네 미래에 살고 있어.
I live in your future.
다행이다. 그럼 이건 세계의 종말이 아니겠구나.
Oh.
켄리아는 내 나라는 어떻게 됐어? 아니야. 안 물어볼래.
Oh, I don't want to ask. Oh.
미래를 몰라야 노력할 원동력이 생기는 거니까. 구세주라면 아직 이 모든 걸 바꿀 수 있다고 믿어.
Oh. Oh no.
네가 지켜주지 않아도 난 그 사람을 찾으러 갈 거야. 그치만 있잖아.
She's gonna say something about
사실
how
내 눈엔 네가
I knew it!
그 구세주야. 모든 걸 지키고 모든 걸 바꿀 수 있는 사람이지.
I knew it! I knew she was gonna say something like, "You're already my savior." Jesus. Also, is that why Ether is trying to convince Lumine to join his side? Because I still think all of this is like a plot for Ether to convince Lumine to join his side, to show her and have her get close to this girl so that she would feel sympathy for her. Because I think he might need her. He might need her because he doesn't have the will of to be a true descender like she does.
근데 안타깝게도 넌 나의 시공간에 없네.
Time and space for you. Oh, it's for Lumine.
참, 전부터 생각했는데 네가 오빠를 찾고 싶어하는 만큼 오빠도 널 찾고 싶어하지 않을까? 그래서 말인데 네가 가진 물건 중에 내가 널 만났다는 증거로 삼을 만한 거 있어? 그럼 내가 그 사람을 찾으면 너도 똑같이 찾고 있다고 전해줄 수 있잖아.
What if the key was not her brother's but was hers all along? Although I knew that thing was like not just like something it found. I knew it had to have been given to that hilly churl. Wait.
왜 그래?
Yeah, I knew it. Confirmed. That hilly churl was her. If this is her future, if this is her fate. Oh, no! What do we do? I'm so curious about what happens if you keep the key. But I do want to give it to her. Because I believe in not changing the future. Do we get more voice lines and then give her the key anyway, do you think? What do we do? I hate making decisions. I think we should give the key. I'll look up later what happens if you don't. Okay. Paymon's not with us either. Paymon's not here. That's interesting. Oh, she's frozen. Paymon's not here. A space has just opened up. Is Ether coming out? Ether's gonna come out. Ether! Ether! Weird.
그렇게 된 건가? 여기엔 분명 시간의 집정관 이스타르트의 영향도 있었겠지.
Easteroth! Easteroth has a hand in this too. Dang, she is doing the most.
아니면 이 만남은 결코 성사되지 못했을 거야.
Ether, you knew of all this?
결과만 그리고 그 과정을 줄곧 알고 싶었어. 500년 전에 켄리아 재앙이 막 시작됐을 때 난 당시 켄리아의 왕자로서 필사적으로 막으려 했어. 그런데 그때 이 소녀 틸레르가 나를 찾아왔지.
Oh.
아이러니하게도 틸레르는 세계를 구해달라고 절박하게 부탁하면서 동시에 너의 소식도 전해줬어.
Oh, interesting. He said though he doesn't know about this. He said he doesn't know how this came to be. Ah, but maybe okay. Let him talk.
네가 나를 찾고 있대서 놀라면서도 반신반의했지만 너의 수면 장치 열쇠를 본 순간 믿을 수밖에 없었지.
He said I couldn't do anything but believe her. So she actually did it.
티바트에서 눈을 뜨자마자 너랑 떨어지고 이 행성 어디에서도 너를 찾을 수 없었는데 하필 이런 순간에 그때의 나에겐 정말 어려운 선택이었어.
And what did you do?
나는 네가 간절히 그리웠지만 켄리아는 그 이상으로 간절하게 나의 구원을 바랬으니까.
Oh, he's been through so much. I do feel really bad for the Abyss sibling.
어떤 선택을 하든 앞으로 계속 후회하게 될 거란 걸 알았지.
That's really tough.
죄책감을 느끼면서도 나는 결국 내 선택을 고수했어. 무엇보다 너를 만나고 싶었거든.
Oh, he said more. He said in Korean, the line is so much more. Wow. In Korean, he says, more than anyone or anything else, I wanted to see you. My God. And then,
하지만 너를 찾아냈을 때 너는 아직 깨어나지도 않은 상태였어. 수면 장치 열쇠도 멀쩡히 갖고 있었지.
you're saying 3 keys existed simultaneously in that moment.
나는 혼란스러웠지만 생각할 겨를도 없이 일단 널 데리고 도망쳤어. 우리의 기억은 바로 거기서 교차한 거야.
The crest is stronger. Oh, so, okay. Do you remember when the game starts? We meet the sustainer of heavenly principles. That's why these things were out. It's at that moment of the cataclysm and Ether was dragging Lumine away, right? Or the Abyss sibling was dragging. So he experienced the journey of being part of Khaenri'ah, and then in the last moment found her and then was trying to get away with her, and then, oh man. But when they were separated, he must have woken up earlier, a little bit earlier, and then traveled the world with Dainsleif. Trying to piece the story together.
이 의문이 500년 내내 나를 따라다녔는데 이렇게 우연히 답을 얻게 될 줄은 몰랐네.
Ether's voice actor is so good.
500년 후에 내가 한 일이 이 모든 걸 일으켰을 줄이야. 나를 놀리는 건가? 이스타로트.
Maybe that voice that we heard earlier was Easteroth. That voice earlier wasn't Rheindatter, but Easteroth. My actions 500 years in the future said everything. Deirdre succeeded in bringing us together, but unfortunately, it was versions of us 500 years apart. She hoped the Savior would rescue Khaenri'ah, save the entire world, but instead, the news she brought led the Savior to make the complete opposite decision. That's... oh man. Oh, that's painful irony. How awful. Is that her fate? Is that how her story must end? Has Khaenri'ah really been revived? Have you done what you set out to do?
아직. 하지만 중요한 단계를 마쳤어. 이제 켄리아의 지맥이 완성됐거든.
Oh.
처음엔 티바트의 지맥이 천리에 의해 고정되어 있어서 추가나 교체가 불가능하다고만 알았어. 그런데 나타의 밤의 신의 나라는 예외인 것 같아서 계속 궁금했지. 그래서 난 시면교단을 이끌고 나타를 공격해 시선을 끈 뒤 밤의 신의 나라로 들어가 밤의 신과 대화와 교섭을 시도했어.
We've seen that, so what happened?
아쉽지만 밤의 신의 나라도 특수한 사정이 있어서 새로운 지맥을 담을 수는 없더라. 지맥을 엮을 공간을 제공해 주는 게 최선이었지.
Okay. The Lord of the Night did say before that he can only reconstruct Natlan's ley lines. It's probably for the same reason.
그래서 난 밤의 신의 허락을 받고 운명의 배틀을 작동시켰어. 인티바트 꽃 한 송이를 기반으로 500년 전 켄리아에 관한 공간을 만들어 지금의 나타 시 공간에 더 씌웠지.
That's it. Okay. So it wasn't intentional. I had thought that this was an intentional thing that Ether was doing, but it wasn't intentional because he didn't know that that's how Diridith found him in New Lumine, right? What really happened was, while he was doing this to pursue his larger mission, he coincidentally caused Diridith to interact with Lumine. And then that led to, oh man, that is painful. Because then he found out exactly how things led to him making that decision and led to the ultimate destruction. Like, ultimately, unwittingly, he was responsible for convincing himself to turn his back on Khaenri'ah. Oh, I love it. That's pretty good writing.
이 시공간 중첩으로 인해 너랑 틸레르가 만날 수 있었던 거야.
Yeah. That's what I saw in my dream. He's not lying about that, at least. What I don't understand is, why did the Lord of the Night agree to this?
이후 모든 신도의 명상과 회상으로 지금의 시공간에 중첩된 켄리아는 점차 풍성해지며 완전하고 진실된 것으로 변해갔어. 기억을 원료 삼아 중첩 상태의 공간을 틀 삼아 운명의 배틀은 마침내 제2를 마쳤어.
They finished it.
지금 내 손에 있는 게 바로 신세계의 좌표계야. 운명의 배틀로 엮인 그 안에 얽혀 있는 게 바로 새로운 켄리아의 지맥이고, 켄리아라는 나라는 이걸로 다시 태어날 거야. 난 언젠가 이걸 담아낼 공간을 찾아내고야 말겠어.
Why? Why is reviving Conria so important to you? I don't understand. Is it really because of guilt?
500년 전 처음 켄리아에 왔을 때 난 기억이 없었어.
Oh.
켄리아의 왕자로서 오랜 시간을 왕궁에서 보낸 후에야 조금씩 모든 게 떠올랐지.
He didn't even have his memories. That explains why he didn't go looking for her right away. What? Your memories were erased? Dude, that's big news. Yeah. I'm glad that I'm not the only one surprised by that. Okay.
그렇다고 해서 켄리아에서 보낸 시간을 부정하진 않아. 난 켄리아를 제2의 고향으로 여기고 있어.
That's how he became the prince. He really lived as a Conrian.
그게 바로 내 죄책감이 이토록 무거운 이유지. 하지만 죄책감이 다는 아니야.
I think that's very interesting because the flowers, the intevat that's in Lumine's hair, if Lumine is the Abyss sibling, it makes sense that she would put the intevats in her hair because Conria is her second home. And if Lumine is, the traveler, it also makes sense that Ether would have put those in her hair because it would represent like the two distinct homes that he has. One in Conria, the intevat kind of representing that, but then adorning that in her hair because she's his home. That's interesting. I really like that. So I like that it still makes sense whichever character you play as. Which is why I wish they would give them both equal opportunities to be the promotional material.
그보다 중요한 건 천리와 대등하게 대화할 자격을 얻으려면 하나의 온전한 세계로 맞서야 한다는 거지.
Oh, what's this? That's where the Heavenly's principles came out of. Oh, something's happening.
왠지 모르게 오빠가 하는 말이 자꾸 낯설게 느껴져.
Oh,
오빠가 말하는 것들이 그 계획이 우리한테 정말 의미가 있어?
oh. Oh my gosh. No, you're supposed to hug her.
이 모든 건 우리 둘만의 일이었어.
Oh, what?
잘 가, 동생아.
동생아.
네 여정의 종착지에 우리의 새로운 시작이 있을 거야.
You mean we'll begin anew? What does that mean? Oh. My heart.
우리의 영웅이 돌아왔네. 다들 기다리고 있었어.
You mean we'll begin anew?
주력 부대가 전장에 도착하기도 전에 심연교단이 전부 철수하더라. 이것도 분명 투마인의 활약 덕분이었겠지? 아, 그리고 데인 슬레이프 씨도. 왜 그래? 얼굴에 수심이 가득해 보여. 나도 잘 모르겠어. 아까 여행자랑 킬레르가 손을 잡더니 마치 이 세계로 들어간 것처럼 내 눈앞에서 사라져버린 거야.
Interesting that Paimon was not able to be there. I think that's so fascinating.
찾아다녔는데 나중에 보니까 어느새 제자리에 다시 나타났더라고. 이 우울한 얼굴로 말이야.
It's fine. I just need some time to take everything in.
대충은 알고 있어. 네 오빠에 관한 일이지? 방금 꿈에서 밤의 신님을 만나서 많은 얘기를 들었어.
Oh,
너 오빠를 만났어?
I did. We had a long talk.
왜 나한테는 바로 말 안 했어? 알아. 기분이 안 좋아서 그랬겠지. 나중에 나한테도 자세히 들려줘. 네 오빠가 아주 굉장한 일을 했던데 나도 듣고 깜짝 놀랐어. 밤의 신님이 그걸 허락하셨다는 게 더 놀랍긴 하지만
Yeah, why? Why? That caught me off guard too. I would have never expected that.
밤의 신님한테 이유를 들었는데 뭐랄까 꽤 복잡하더라.
Just tell us.
심연의 재앙이 닥쳤을 때 마비카와 카피타노가 논쟁을 벌인 적이 있대.
예.
한쪽은 사람들의 문화와 기억을 지키는 게 우선이라고 주장했고 다른 한쪽은 짐에게 파괴를 막는 게 우선이라고 주장했어. 그리고 운명의 배틀과 지맥을 창조하는 그 능력을 알게 된 밤의 신님은 큰 흥미를 느끼셨나 봐.
Oh.
네 오빠의 방법을 합리적인 세 번째 선택지라고 생각하신 거지. 나라 전체를 좌표계의 형태로 보존한다면 어떨까? 하고 말이야.
Ah.
나라 전체를요? 지금 무슨 얘기를 하시는지 하나도 모르겠어요. 에이, 너만 그런 거 아니야. 나도 모르겠어. 그래서 밤의 신님은 운명의 배틀이 지금의 나타에 실질적인 영향을 미치지 않는다는 걸 확인한 후 작동을 허락하신 거야.
I see. The Lord of the Night really cares about the people. The Lord of the Night was really just trying to find a solution.
다만 그때 추가 조건을 하나 제시하신 것 같아. 추가 조건? 밤의 신이 무슨 조건을 걸었어? 모르지. 나한테 말씀 안 해주셨거든.
Oh, I guess we'll find out what that is later.
자자, 머리 쓰는 건 거기까지. 모처럼 전쟁에서 이겼으니 한 잔 마시죠. 나는 밤의 신님을 전적으로 믿어. 우리를 위해 많은 일을 해주시는 분이니 괜한 걱정할 필요는 없다고 생각해. 안 그래, 여행자?
You've got a point. Still feel like a mess though.
같이 비옥한 터전으로 돌아가자. 발에서도 있을 거야. 이번엔 완전 제대로 대접할게.
I'm sorry, but there's somewhere I want to go first. We're gonna go back to the cave to see if the hilly turtle's there.
에?
Hi.
내버려둬, 얀사. 너 같은 성격은 이해하기 어렵겠지만 가끔은 에너지를 회복할 혼자만의 시간이 필요한 법이야. 여행자.
Oh. So we're definitely going back to the cave to investigate. Oh my God. Such a good story. And I'm sure they have like had some of that like planned, you know? It's crazy the stuff that we're just getting to learn about like now, like years into the game. Or at least confirmed. Okay, so my theory was that, well, honestly, it still kind of could be. Because he said it's always been about them. So that line is a little suspicious to me and makes me wonder if somehow everything that Ether did, he had some idea, like this would somehow affect her, you know? Fallen asleep, drowning in a myriad of thoughts. Faintly sense what feels like someone clasping your hand. Sends you into a deep sleep where sweet dreams await. Imagine she wakes up and she's holding a hilly turtle's hand. Oh. I assume this space will be here for us for a while. That was a lot. That was such a good story. And it took less time than I thought. People were saying it was going to take me like 4 hours. It only took me like 2.5. But I was quite focused. So we've encountered a lot in this story. I'm going to do Skirks another day. Yeah, we got to take a lot of that in. I feel like I guessed about half of what was happening in a way and then misinterpreted a good chunk, but there's still a lot of like questions. I don't know. There's something strange about Ether just being like, this has always been about us. Maybe it's him trying to get it, like have it both ways. He wants to be able to exist in a world where he could save both Conria and his relationship with Lumine. So preserving it as an atlas, though, he now needs to find a place to host this revived Conria. Does he want to open a pocket dimension? I wonder if somehow he's going to try to now investigate what allows the heavenly principles to keep Tevat its own little world. What if he wants to create another version of Tevat in which Conria exists? That would be... Oh, that would be... I might be getting way ahead of myself, though. But yeah, that was good. Time travel was not really what happened here this time, at least. Last time it felt a bit like that. This was more like, yeah, it was just an overlay, which is interesting. I wonder, though, if like whatever is going on with Kea is what Dainsleif alluded to with how some of the full pure-blooded Conrians were able to possibly like remove themselves to a more remote area and then maintain their personal beliefs. I wonder if that's where Kea's origins are. Lots and lots for us to think about. It was a really good quest. I'm glad that I did it today. I'm glad I'm kind of caught up. Right, we just gotta do Skirk's quest eventually. Ooh, yeah, I have almost a 10 pull, but I can't pull in this game because there's really not much to pull for. Oh, if I get a 10 pull, I said I was gonna pull for Mavika. Like just a simple 10 pull. Why don't we do that? Let's just do it now. Because my pity is like 0, so I doubt I'll get her, but yeah, actually 0. So this is my respectful 10 pull for Mavika for this patch. Maybe I'll get another Yansan. Oh, I got a weapon. Not even a character. Okay, that was my respectful 10 pull for Mavika. I guess we're not getting her this patch either. We're gonna save up for a possible robot Noel. Hoping you get her early. Yeah, it would have been nice. I mean, I wouldn't be like unhappy if I got like a really early Mavika, you know, a 10 pity or something. That would be nice. But it's not really surprising that I didn't. That's a crazy expectation, right? I'm glad I at least got Skirk. Still trying to get more like another Finon. I would like E2. I don't even know what E2 does. But I want to be able to get as much of Finon as I can. Hi, Demon King. What's up? God of Calamity. Is that a Noragami reference? We are doing Genshin Impact. Just finished the Archon quest. Yeah? Yay! I had a feeling. I love Yato. Yato is great. Like, I really want there to be a Noragami season. I really want there to be a Noragami season 3, but don't know if we'll ever get that. There's always hope because of all of the remakes that we get these days, but so when he woke up in Conria, he had no memories. And then I'm still trying to work this out. And then he did regain them eventually. And then he grabbed Lumine and escaped the world, but they were separated. I guess he must have woken up earlier, traveled Tevat with Dainsleif trying to revive Conria, eventually broke up with Dainsleif, and then eventually our traveler woke up. So that seems to be the current timeline right now. That seems to be the state of the timeline. And I guess, like, the second time, he had no idea. He had no idea where she was. The first time, I wonder if he regained memories of her. He remembered her because of Dirdith, right? It feels like that's what's implied, is he remembered her because of Dirdith, and that's why he went straight to her. What if that be? I was like, I think in this case, it's good if we get one back, because then we can make an extra. Okay. Strategy, see? Don't need two. Also a bunch of these. Oh. Okay, I should probably get off soon because I want to edit the VOD for the Archon quest. And also, I want to eat. I also kind of want to do the phone calls from Tears of Themis, but I'm kind of tired. Maybe I should save that for later too. Because I should eat before my nail appointment. This is cute. I really also got to catch up on like the Love and Deep Space games for this event. I think we have quite a bit of time left, but I'm always saving things to the last minute, and I should stop doing that. Oh, no bonus. Oh! Oh! Aoife, where'd you come from? I'm still not really sure why these characters appear here all of a sudden, but...
좋아. 이 정도면 쓸만하겠어.
Prepping meds for baby Saurian?
통찰력이 뛰어난데, 여행자? 이것 봐. 방금 만든 신약이야. 어린 용의 식욕 부진을 고치는데 효과적이지. 다만 약효가 너무 강한가 싶기도 해. 복용 후에 폭식 증세가 나타나기도 하더라고. 며칠 전에 카쿠쿠가 나 몰래 두 알을 집어먹었거든? 그랬더니
Yep, I'd say it works. He's so cute.
아무래도 약 자체의 맛을 조금 조절해야겠어. 안 그러면 나타의 과체중용이 늘어날 거야.
So they are characters with anecdotes. Okay. So the next time I see them, I should definitely just talk to them. I was so afraid of setting off like a... I was so afraid of setting off like a thing, but yeah.
오늘의 의뢰를 완성해줘서 고마워.
Oh, I haven't seen Kirara or Sayu. But now is not the time. Oh yeah, when you do an Archon quest. I forgot, you get one of these too. Yay! I should have just gotten that one to do my wish with. I didn't need to convert my star glitter. It's fine. All the star glitter ends up going into wishes anyway. I think we're also at 0 pity for this. Yeah, we are. God. We're at 0 pity for so many things. don't know if she's a character I want to take past 80 yet. But I think 80 is good enough for now. For a stopping point. We can use remaining stuff on Dahlia. I'd like to raise him at 60. Collect some of it. Yeah, I really gotta work harder to raise him. Oh, that reminds me. Okay, make more of these. We can also raise her talents.
자, 나와서 일해.
Where are the flowers I need?
냉동해야겠어.
There we go. We'll just let these guys take care of it.
치치 밑에 계약을 이행해.
Where are the flowers I need? Ah, there they are.
짜잔. 처리. 흰 기러기의 날갯짓.
Because I think you're supposed to use Dahlia if you don't have, like, a Farina, but I have a Farina. But it's okay. We'll still raise him just because I like him. I should really give him better weapons, though. He could use a Fab Sword. Everyone could use a Fab Sword. To be honest. Oh, does he want HP? Seems good. Does he want HP? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it seems like he does want HP, right? Does he heal? I actually have no idea.
나와서 일해. 아뮤즈뿐.
Oh, the Dawn Winery music is nice.
넘쳐 흐른다.
Like, where's the other flowers?
등장! 치치미틀 계약을 이행해!
Oh, here. Okay. We can do this. We can get all of these. I hate collecting flowers. I used to have so many. But I don't explore as much as I used to. There's only like 21. I mean 11.
나와서 일해! 위로 올라가자! 날 찬송하렴!
I should just use Farina so I can walk on water. Oh, there's a bunch of people. We have enough yet? Still no? Oh, wait, yes we do. Yay! 70? That. I might take him to 90 because this twink seems like my type, you know? I really need to farm for her actual artifacts because I think she has too much crit rate right now. Like, way too much crit rate.
티타임은 숙녀...
Okay, that's the end of today's stream. Yeah. Oh, perfect timing. It's almost 1. And I will be on again, I think tomorrow in the afternoon, maybe, after another simple favor, unless I do the video instead. Unless I do the Kevin video, the Kevinly Principles video.